And hello, everyone.
Hi.
Happy Saturday. We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening, and these beautiful people beside me are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Today we're going to continue across Eberron, but before we do, as always, we're raising money with... Yes, we are live. We should be live. Are we live? Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
I just see
Something
a
was wrong
message.
with my
Are we live?
something was wrong with my stream, and it was just had the logo there the whole time. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, mine too. I had to refresh.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, all right. Kylie's saying we're live, and she's not in the Skype
We're
call
good.
with us, so I'm gonna trust her.
Calls coming from inside.
She's just hacked inside the call. Welcome, everybody.
hacked
As
inside
I was
the
saying, before that little bit of an existential crisis, we're raising money with Extra Life, specifically for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. So go click on that link, open your heart wallets, do the lawful kind of thing, and go be a hero IRL. We still don't have any birthdays quite yet, but we will soon, if they make it that far. However, I think that's it. Do we have any other announcements? Cool things, weird things, fun things, sexy things? No? Okay. All right.
Oh, I
in
get
that
shit.
case-
What? Hold on. Wait.
So, in that case, we got nothing else. I got a sinus infection, so this may go wild today. We'll see. Last
Is
we
it
left
gonna
off.
go wild because you're not feeling well, or because you're on lots of medication?
Honestly, I can't hear all that well right now. So I may just misinterpret a lot of what you say. So if you just rock with it, that's the direction we're going. Okay.
Misunderstandings will be taken at face value. They will be.
Last we left off, our heroes, the Shining Vanguard, split into 3 different ways again. Every dungeon
we
master's dream. However, it went a-okay for the most part. One group of Pip, Milo, and Koshik going to Rote with some tough decisions to make. However, their plans changed when they got to Rote. Pip, her old boss / uncle, Sidan Boromar, being forced out of Sharn, and to Rote itself, leader of the Boromar clan, was there en route at the hideout where Pip was going to find them. She needs to find somebody to save Nax, her brother, who has been infested with corruption from Zoriat, losing himself. God damn this Skype chat, brother. I'm just gonna close that and just fucking exit that out right now. We're just gonna fucking Jesus Christ.
Do we feel like it would be a benefit to have like a little window on the stream overlay that is just that just shows our Skype chat? No, we
Probably
don't
not.
think that would be a
I
good
feel like
thing.
yeah, that's just opening up a ban hammer from Twitch.
I don't know, man, it's fun.
I'm gonna have it there one day. I'm not gonna tell y'all, so
People
y'all act
gotta-
like
we're
you
just gonna have
normally
this-
act.
The people need to see the side chatter.
Anyways, Pip's brother Nax needing to be saved from corruption from Zoriat. However, Milo knows a spell, but he needs a willing subject to take on that corruption, surely resulting in the death of that willing creature. Sidan Boromar said that he owed Pip and that he would do it, but she knew the consequences of such a decision. He also had some knowledge of a clone factory underneath the city of Rote, and while it wasn't a guaranteed thing, they could try that. They could gamble Nax's life, which they did ultimately. Nax took the gamble, or Pip took the gamble with Nax, and burnt out 19 of 20 Quanti Orion clones. On the 20th one, Milo, using a bit of portent magic, sort of taking his resonance with the material plane, putting it right up against the void, and bringing that domino to, or that reality, that point in reality, to this moment, saving Nax, corrupting one of the last Quanti Orion clone. As he did, he heard just a few words I found you. After that, on the other side of the continent in Zarashok, we had some friends. Oh, good Lord. I didn't realize it was going to put the fucking chat over your guys' cameras. Skype, chill. So on the other side of the continent in Zarashok, no, wrong. He's still him. It just filtered the corruption to the Quantic clone. So sorry if I misspoke there.
A fate worse than corruption, being bald.
In Zarashok, meeting up with some of the fleeing Gashkala running from the insect armies of Valara. They met up with an old friend, Karlagla, as well as some of her tribe members, and also tribe members from Azur's homeland and the Basura swamps in Kibara, including his adopted mother and father, as well as an old love interest in the form of Breaka, who was not happy with him as he did not deliver on his promise to return with help. Azur saying that he had to make a decision between saving his home and saving the world, and he's still not sure whether that was a good decision or the right decision or not. So, however, we left off with our heroes here returning back to the island, the moving island of Tuki, Holmi, as some may call him, the back of the ancient dragon turtle, known as the heart plate of Eberron, moving around the oceans and running away from the Zoriat incursion. And we are approaching a little bit of a time skip, where our players here are going to decide what they're going to do to save the world, what they're gonna do in these last days that they may have here. So, Shining Vanguard. Also, we ended last session because it is maybe important to what might be happening this session.
I think it's pretty minor detail. Not very relevant.
Artyom and Kaushik did a little bit of diving into their friend Gandalwin's being, into his soul and beyond. Kaushik pulling off a little bit of magic, sharing it with Artyom and Erish actually, and did a bit of a psionic MRI, where they noticed that Gandalwin has been fundamentally changed. That the Gandalwin that they knew is dead. He is no more, and he died in such a profoundly different way of normal death that simple resurrection is not going to be what brings him back. As a matter of fact, you do not think, no, you know that you cannot bring your old friend Gandalwin back. The only other option is to give him a chance to live a good life, but you know this means a character reset for Gandalwin, meaning wiping his body clean, wiping his soul clean, which means if he does remember anything, it'll be by the grace of the gods. But he will be, for all intents and purposes, someone new. So, that's where we left off. We're going to pick back up in this time skip, and we're going to do it chronologically. 3 different sections, a couple of weeks, maybe a little bit over, about what you're looking to do during this time period. If you got nothing, you can assist other folks with what they're doing. If you have solo things that you wish to do, tell me how you want to do them and sort of the intent behind them, and we'll work together and make it happen. So, Shining Vanguard. Also, this is going to be a very good place, just to grab everybody's attention here. This time skip is going to be a very good place for discussions, conversations, anything that you've been holding on to for a while that maybe you want to bring to another character or an NPC, or maybe just have done with your character alone, maybe something solo. This is going to be a good space to do that today, because I don't know if you are going to have another chance to have those conversations. And I think it's very apparent to all of you as well, the Shining Vanguard, that this is the end game. You're here. The end of the world is upon Eberron, and the next mission you go out on, if you do not win, it is the end, right? It's game over. So anything that you have like that is not going to count as like your action during that downtime, but in addition to. So let's talk about like days 1 through 4, 1 through 5.
I have a quick mechanical question.
No.
No.
Go for it.
So-
Denied.
So if we were to give Gandalin the old white thing, does that mean like a 100% new person? Like he's like a level 1 character, or he just doesn't have any memories or personality that are the same as his old self?
Exactly.
So the latter then.
Yes.
Okay.
To your either or question, the answer is yes.
Okay, thank you.
Correct.
Well, Gandalf. I think it's a good question for RTM to worry about. Maybe not for Kent and Ian here. Just above table, I'm not restarting Ian at level 1 to travel around with level 20 characters.
That power leveling would go crazy. Like that XP got me rolling in.
Okay, Gandalin, I just, hold on tight. We're gonna go kill a big worm, just the two of us. You'll get half the XP. It'll
I
be
have
really
12
great.
hit points.
Yeah, I said, hold on tight.
However, it will be a sudden change if you wish it to be. So if you are looking at something different, or maybe even the things that happened during this would inform some character creation type things, now would be a good moment to think about that.
I will have had the most class changes a singular character has ever undergone in a campaign.
He just comes back as a level 19 wizard, like, whoa, I remember so much stuff that actually I didn't remember. Are you kidding me? I'm so smart now.
So essentially it would be much like Artyom popping up into this world with no memories of what happened before, but having these abilities in his hands and this like sort of natural connection to the natural world. Be very much like what Gandalin will most likely experience. That's your best guess, Artyom.
Interesting.
So gotcha.
Who wants to kick us off today?
Well, Pip,
oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I actually had a conversation I was wanting to have with Pip and Kaushik on the way back from the city we're at that I've mind blanked on the name of.
Rote.
And I'm guessing also Max no longer in the flask. So getting back into the headspace we're at right when we left Rote. It's like, should have done some RP warm up today. What time did we leave Rote actually?
Consult our handy dandy D12. All right. Well, it's either noon or midnight.
Those are a big difference. So
It's high
Flip a
night.
coin.
You are leaving at noon.
okay, so we will have 1 hour per skip. The reason I was asking is because if it was at night, that would only be 1 minute per skip.
Before, as a side note, as we were leaving, you guys would have noticed that Pip stayed behind to talk to Sidon for a few minutes and then joined you guys on the way back to the
Gotcha.
thing.
Sounds good. The trip probably would have started off, I don't know, with Milo trying to give y'all some privacy, let y'all, be happy that your brother is not dying or turning into a horrible corrupted monster. All good things. but this is like 3 hours of travel total. There'd be some time to chat, and when it finally kind of settled down, be kind of a
Yep, I have something to ask of you, I suppose.
Hi.
And I guess this would be audible to Kaushik and Nax, seeing as we're in like a 10 by 10 thing. So it's not like a hidden conversation or anything, but he is addressing her.
Things are about to get maybe a bit tense. These next big fights. These are for the whole game, you know? I know that I don't know you as well as the rest of my family, and that I don't know that much about you comparatively. But you have been traveling with them. And as we go into this, it's probably going to be scary. And it's very likely some of us will get hurt. But you need to protect Artyom at all costs. Okay?
Artyom.
Yeah. I don't know the specifics, but he has to make it as far as possible.
And the look he's giving you is one of uncertainty, probably a little confusion and pleading. And if you don't mind, would you roll me a insight check?
Absolutely. It's to say, can I? So that works well. All right.
Then that's the reverse. I can't persuade you. Can you please insight me better than I can persuade you, so that you can measure my sincerity?
Not quite.
Um,
I should probably give you something to roll against. Let's see. Be no fun if I didn't set a DC. Should be easy. Milo's deception skill not great. Oh Jesus Christ! No, it is not.
19.
Did you beat a 6? Yes, 19. All right, cool.
Sweet.
+1 went real hard when you rolled a 5 on your deception.
Love it.
There's also an element of guilt there. In that flux of emotions, but definitely in the forefront is almost a desperation.
We have to win this. Not just for this group, my family, but everything on and everyone on every plane ride on this.
I got that message from before, but why Artyom? I'll be honest, Milo. The travel that I've had with these, your family, so to speak, they're a little dodgy. They're not all that consistent, and I don't know that I always trust their choices.
It's sometimes driven by emotions on occasion, but if this is gonna work, we have to protect him so he can do his job. I wish I could give you more details. I'm not trying to withhold anything. It's just that information is hard and incomplete sometimes, but I do know that he is crucial.
Not looking at the chat. She is skeptical as hell. Like, can you roll a persuasion check? Because she's super skeptical.
Oh, sweet! What's my bonus? I think it's +1, but let me double check just in case. Yes, +1 for a 19.
Fine. You
With
know
that
what?
19, he tears up a little bit, you know. Gets glassy-eyed while he's looking at you.
I'm gonna make a choice to not actually use my persuasion, but just what was on the dice, and on the die, and that was a 14. So, with that, you did, because there wasn't really any way for you to get that one. So,
I will say, against persuasion checks, I typically roll for NPCs wisdom saving throws to see how like pig-headed they are,
Okay.
stubborn in their ways. I don't know if that changes the result at all for you, but
And this doesn't necessarily
yeah.
need to be mechanical. He's just
What?
expressing the importance of carrying our team as far as possible.
Yeah. What did you say you got again?
It was a 19. 18 plus 1. Second or third highest I can get. Yeah.
Yeah. So it would have been a 22 if it was wisdom. So I'm going to say she's extremely skeptical, but you get the feeling that if you are open with her, that you might have a shot at convincing her.
He wasn't like with your insight versus his 6 deception. The deception was to try and hide the guilt. He was being honest when he said he doesn't know the details. He just knows that Artyom has to make it.
What makes you think that Artyom is the one?
I tried to explain the details and specifics of time and how it was perceived from the void. All I know is that none of the futures where Artyom didn't make it to the big fight at the end, Artyom not able to protect everyone, none of those lasted real long. I can try and find out more. I've been a bit busy, but that's what I know for now. I'm gonna try my best, but as someone who's also been on the outside looking in your own way, someone with perspective, perhaps, I figured you were the right one to speak to, especially considering our conversations prior to our latest
Kind of gestures his chin towards your brother.
Trip.
And what you would gather from that, it was your kind of drive that I will do anything necessary to accomplish the task.
I'll agree for now. I would like you to give me more information as you get it. I don't like this operating blindly stuff. Not
me
without
either,
someone that I
trust me.
trust.
I'm not exactly the blind leap of faith type, so it's a bit stressful for me too.
Does this mean doesn't he have like a bond with Erish, where if one of them dies, the other will die?
Not exactly. It's a protective item, so that when one succumbs, the other can choose to bring them both to the brink of death instead of one of them crossing the border. A shared pain sort of dynamic. Hopefully, one can protect the other, but can also be a liability if used haphazardly.
Agreed. I would recommend that we do something about increasing Erish's protection as well then. Can't watch them both. I'll keep an eye out for Artyom for now. do.
Ideally, Erish would be at a location where he would not be open to the same dangers as Artyom. That way, when one is at threat, the other can act as a force of protection instead of both of them being threatened simultaneously.
Didn't they both kind of catch a big worm to the face at the same time?
That does kind of counteract the protective magics, yes. How are you feeling, by the way?
I'm feeling fine.
Good. All of this
And you
is kind of a first trip for me, too.
Like,
And
you've
Nax,
never
you
done
should
this
know better
before.
than us. No, you were experiment. It worked out. Don't sweat it. So, but you would know better than us because you were fighting with Erish. He seemed a little battle scarred.
Aye.
He doesn't. He doesn't seem to be in a good way. Milo, I think you should probably check into that when we get back.
Of
Or
course. No,
Kaushik.
I can look into them. Both. Oh, you said or Kaushik. I'm sorry, I misheard.
Either of you, somebody who can check those things.
Why didn't we remove? I'm sorry, lass. I don't mean to point, but speaking of mouth tentacles and removing stuff, I mean, I was only halfway there. Your friend here is. Yeah, it's.
This is not the same kind of transformation. Honestly, I keep forgetting she underwent it. Kaushik, are you okay with your new form?
Been that way for like a week, and you're like, you good though?
I mean, like I said, Milo saw so much weird shit that, you know, she seemed alright, so he was like...
Kaushik just kind of, like, looks at herself. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You'd be beautiful no matter what you looked like.
Just kind of pats you on the shoulder.
Agreed.
A little
What's typical?
moisturizer wouldn't go amiss, though.
Easily created.
Fair.
Gotta put some burn damage on that one.
Squids do like being moist, I suppose.
Some people don't like that word a whole lot. I've never understood. It's just a word, you know.
Yeah, that was the extent of the information that he was wanting, or the conversation he was wanting to have with Pip.
For sure.
So just kind of a...
And if I can find out more, I will avail you of it. I think we've established a certain margin of trust at this juncture.
Agreed.
You guys are sailing off back to the island, arriving early or late afternoon, early evening sort of time. Kaushik, you're speaking of your new form as you sit there. You've gotten used to the feeling of no body heat, but there's an odd sensation now that fills you. Something that chills you past to the point of death. You just feel sort of cold and empty. You guys land, and we're gonna go to our time skip here. The first 3 days, first 4 to 5 days, we'll say. What are folks doing?
Pip would be looking for a way. The first thing she'd probably do, I guess, would be to approach Nilbo to see if he could take her to Three Barrel Cove.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's something I'm not gonna roll for. I will say, in and out of Tuki now, there's more than just Nilbo piloting in here on airships.
Okay.
There are now a couple of airships. You being a member of the Shining Vanguard, and with the authority that you guys hold here, easily be able to, like, I'm going that way anyways to full rescue mission on the East Coast, so We can try to make it happen. Sure. Is there something specific out there?
I need to go to Barrel Bottom. I want to see if there are any survivors there, and if so, we're gonna get them out.
All right. Plans to come back here?
No, they'll go to Rote.
Very well.
We'll drop them at Rote, and then we'll come back.
All right. Maybe we can make a couple of stops then if we're dropping them off at Route and come back by, hit another town on the way to the south and come back here.
Works for me. Just let everybody know that I'll be gone. I'll be back. And she'll run and she'll like kind of whoever she runs into first, down around, she's going to let them know that she's headed out, and she'll swing by to see Nax, and let him know, oi, I'm going back to Three Barrel Cove. I'll be gone a couple days.
The fuck for?
Some of the people might still be alive. I think they'll be good for Sidon. Uncle can use some new troops. They're good fighters.
Three Barrel Cove.
They're scrappy. This is the fight we need fighters in.
All right then. Right. Yeah. Let me get my things together.
No, you stay here. But I want you to watch your back. I wasn't kidding what I said in the fucking teacup on the way back. I don't necessarily trust them. I think they got good hearts, and I know you've been fighting by them, but I don't know they always make the best decisions. So be careful. Watch your back with this group.
I mean, it's no problem, but you're talking about going off to Three Barrel Cove again just to see if you can wrangle up some fighters, and you're talking about them making bad decisions.
I can take care of myself. And I think you know that.
Can I get you to roll an insight check when you say that?
Sure. That was an 18.
An 18. I think you see a bit of realization, a bit of hurt on Nax's face. Not something that, was intentionally insulting or anything, but you just saying that you can protect yourself. He sort of has just a self-realization moment. It's like, she's right, and I can't protect her. Like, that's not within my realm anymore. So,
Oi, you all right?
I'm fine, dear. If you don't want me to go with you, I won't. I'll leave you to your thing. I know you can handle yourself.
It's not that I don't want you to go. We got a lot of catching up to do. This crew, though, you're smarter than I am. You're more observant than I am. I think you're the one to keep an eye on them while I'm gone. This is just a bit of physical labor, and then I'll be back.
All right. Keep in touch. Be safe.
I will. Will do. She gives him a big hug, and then she's gone to hop the airship.
Days sailing across the sea, making good time through the storms and everything. We're gonna make it a simple luck check. I want you to please roll me a D100.
Okay, that is gonna have to be in TD Beyond because I don't have one. All right. That was a 47.
47. Okay.
I feel like that was not too good.
All right. And remind me, as I look up the map really quickly, where that is on the map of Corvair, or if that is established on the map of Corvair.
It is down. It's off of the continent of Zendrick. It's like at the very, very northern tip, right behind Shargon's Teeth, above Stormreach.
I gotcha. Okay. That is not quite where I was thinking. So,
I see.
yeah. Let's see, the 47. I'm going to say with the 47, I mean, granted it's lower. You see a town that has clearly been impacted. the ones that haven't been included. When you get to Three Barrel Cove, you're met with almost complete and total apathy from nearly everyone. Like, no matter who you talk to, it's clear they've been affected by this invasion. However, the will to do anything about it has been completely driven from most of the people here. And it's consistent. It's nearly everyone. They're just hanging around and waiting for the next thing to happen.
She's gonna go around. Is there a chance that she'll find anybody she knows? Knows in a more positive way. She knows a lot of people there in a very negative way, but
yeah, I mean, in a positive light specifically.
Yeah, maybe
Sure.
one of her old crew or somebody she grew up with.
Yeah, I would say it'd take a little bit of time sort of searching around the town here, but yeah, you could find a childhood friend or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, she'll look for somebody that she knows, and as she's going through, she's checking people, right, trying to find anybody who's got any oomph to them left, and telling people that she's come to take them somewhere to safety, that they can be soldiers, over in Quebec, and kind of looking and hopefully trying to run into somebody that she knows who can tell her what the hell's going on.
Yeah, you running into an old friend, you see, I mean, the years have worn on them being out here, but other than that, you walk up, and with a good relationship of somebody, you're expected to at least be greeted with a half smile, a hug, a handshake, something. And you walk up and it's just kind of blank. Yeah. What are you doing here?
I've come to take folks away. What's going on? Why is everybody so flat?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
So, how have you guys been? Clearly things have gone on. You ready to go?
Go where? Why?
I've got an airship. I can take it to Quebec. I can take it to the mainland. Get you out of here. Give you a place to fight.
Fight what? I'm gonna just say, you seeing this, this is unnatural. This is just unnatural apathy that have seeped into the people here. You go around and have a few conversations like that, and everybody is just drained of emotion and drained of any sort of desire to do something. They are alive in the technical sense that they are moving and their hearts are beating and everything, but other than that, there's no desire, there's no passion. That this entire place where you're from just seems colorless. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check if you're going to leave it to your words to bring people. If you're going to do anything else, let me know what that is.
She's not an orator at all, so I think she would not expect that her words would be that persuasive, especially after she's had some conversations. She looking around, she would have gone through all the old tunnels and things like that, looking for kids, knowing where kids hide, and if she didn't find anybody or anything, she would go to the edge of town and set fire to some of the little shacks that are on that most outreach of town. I mean, not with necessarily somebody in them, like she's not trying to burn people alive, but like something that would, if they're going to react, it's going to drive them toward where the airship is.
Gotcha. You see that you set fire to a couple of places. I'm just gonna roll. Actually, give me just a quick perception check. That's what we'll call it.
That was pretty good. I think it's a 26.
26. Very good. You see some folks move, albeit with what seems to be little purpose. With a 26, I'm gonna say, like, your intent wasn't to like burn anyone, but you see someone in there who just sits in a chair and lets the fire consume them. Clear state of madness.
That would tell her everything she needs to know, because this is not people. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no screaming, there's no nothing. Just sits there and lets the fire consume them.
Okay. So I think she would have strategically tried to pick things that weren't going to necessarily like burn everything down, right? So she's just, leave them. She'll make one last like loop through all the little nooks and crannies where she knows that kids would hide, to stay safe and to make sure that there was nobody that's still there. And if there's not, then she'll just get back on the ship and tell Nilbo it's time to go. There's nobody here.
Go under to where kids would hide typically. Finding a lot of your old places occupied by quite a few people, children and adults alike. So I try to think of how to interpret this. For all intents and purposes, Pip finds just more people than should be, like, in these small cramped areas. A bunch of people that have essentially taken shelter from what they think might be airborne. They're like, you find folks that are in like behind doors and stuff, and they're like, we don't know what's going on out there. Like things are happening. These people aren't right, and we don't know what to do about it. And you find like probably 40 or 50 people down in those tunnels.
Just gonna have like a huge sigh of relief. Fucking finally! All right, come on, let's go. We're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Bandanas go up over mouths like treating this like some sort of illness or sickness or something. You move across towns. There are guards that just like stand and watch, like don't even look at you as you pass by. Just stand there, watch it happen.
She's gonna load those folks up who are still like living. Like she's considered everybody else to just be dead, right? She's gonna put them on the ship and be like, look at Nilbo and be like, thanks, mate. Let's get the fuck out of here. Gives me the heebies.
Can I get you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Sure. I'm not nervous at all. Okay, all right. Oh, I hope that was good. It's a 19 on the dice. And it's 21.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Off to the skies, and you're dropping these folks off at Rote with Sidam?
Yes.
All right. Anything that you want to tell him?
I'll just to let him know, like she wants him to know what was going on, keep an eye out for signs of apathy. You know, I don't know if it's contagious or not, but if it is, I had no way to check them. So you'll just have to keep your eye out and weed them out as needed.
All right, then.
But they were survivors in Barrel Bottom. So if there's survivors there, they should be good for you now.
Hey, that's a lot of work. Okie doke.
Hey, what else else you doing with your time these days, old man? Sitting around?
He narrows his eyes. What do you mean old?
I mean, older than I am.
Around him gets like 20 degrees colder. You take back off. Okay. That's Pips. Who else for this first part?
Sure. Mine's relatively easy, I suppose. I, along with my recently acquired troops, I'm going to investigate onto the situation in Korth, determining if it is still holding on its own. If it is great, awesome, and if it's not, seeing if there's any evidence of what happened to the 12 and where they might be now.
Okay. How are you gonna check in on that?
Probably similarly with an airship.
Okay.
If one can be acquired, either that, or I guess if if folks who can teleport are willing to lend some teleportation magic.
It's up to you.
Where are you trying to get?
Korth. With
Fourth?
actually teleportation magic super wouldn't work because I have 100 people. We can't get 100 people in there. I guess we could get a small team. So,
I'll say, I mean, if you want to use, I'm not going to say like use your first and second one, but real first and second block on this, but realize that you would have for your second block, it would be like aboard the airship, right? Like something you would have to do either aboard the airship or somewhere in between Tuki and Korth. It would have to be like on that strip of land.
Well, actually, and here's the thing, because I know something of mine will take maybe a little bit. Is that something I could go ahead and set in motion now to possibly occur later?
Sure.
Which I think you know full well what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You just tell me how it's going about.
I would consult with the heads of House Tarashk, and you know who I'm trying to talk to.
Yeah.
So, and asking them, like, I want, like, this, what I need is I need to know where they're at, or if that can be located, or narrow down their location as much as possible. And whoever they think is best for the job, that's what I want to do it.
Speaking to anyone in particular, or just one of them?
The three in
of
charge.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's those kind of, I don't know how they manage their shit, but.
Right. You set us off in a Dark speaks up. You set us off in a metropolitan enough area. We can do what we need to do.
All right. Well, the starting place is probably going to be Rote. That's fairly central, and it seems to be one of the more secure places in Breland.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
It'll work.
Setting up a meeting? Anywhere in particular? And again, I would guess just my input here that you're not going to dictate the terms of the meeting.
Probably not. Mostly I just want to form contact, like make contact.
Yeah, this is just Dark speaking to. It's like...
Yeah, this probably not, and that's fine. We'll, play it by ear from there.
Okay.
Mostly I want to make sure the meeting will happen.
Right.
And also a small team of whoever you think will be best for this mission for checking out Korth.
Yeah, we can set a personal guard of 20 or so.
Perfect.
How are you paying them?
Well, good question. That's what part of why this needs the stuff in Korth needs to happen first, because I need money from there. Gandalwin personally has about 3,000 gold. I don't think that will go very far with them, probably, unless you are willing. Unless you say otherwise. I figure that can. It's not chump change, but for 100 of them, that's not much, right?
Yeah, that's I mean, that's very good for the baseline soldiers, right?
Right, and that's kind of what I'm asking for making sure we can secure Korth, and if not, see that Korth is actually secure, rob that bitch.
Right.
And you know, I could also just steal money from the bag of holding. Or, you know,
That's essentially what I'm asking.
Because the party is so reasonable, I think they would understand the importance of having potentially 100 members of House Thrash on our payroll.
We might need that gold after the apocalypse.
I'm sure there will be plenty of gold to be had. There's going to be a whole lot of people that don't need their gold anymore once this is all said and done because they're going to be fucking dead. So
A lot of homeless gold coins.
a lot of homeless gold coins. So would that be an issue? Would the party have issues fundraising, funding this? Okay.
All right.
Because party has 34,000 gold in the bag of holding.
I'm gonna say for essentially a month to get them contracted for a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
For this number of 100, that you'll be able to do a lot of that with 3,000 for the basic soldiers. The other 3 are going to come in, like captains and stuff like that, are going to be at a little bit of
I would have figured
premium.
a little more expensive. They're specialists. They're trackers. I mean, let's do a math. He got the fucking calculator. He's going carry the 3.
You're gonna need an additional 2,500 gold.
2,500.
From the party for the month.
So a total of 5,500 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's you using all of your personal funds, I don't know if Ganwin wants to do that or not.
Sure.
Okay.
Just that'll have been like the $3,000 will have been what got them to come to Rote in the first place. They'll be like, because they were asking like what else can you pay anyone with, and he went, $3,000.
Gotcha.
Like that's down payment. We'll once I'm able to get the rest of funds, this will be the rest of for having y'all for the month, and hopefully we'll, find money in Korth to continue to pay them with.
5,500 is on top of like feeding and housing, just as a thing to keep in mind. So housing them on Tuki right now.
Like I said, I plan to house them in Rote because that's more central.
Right. Okay.
Find some, because that way they can go from there, like out and about.
All right.
That was just my initial thought, anyway.
Absolutely.
I also figure that if I floated the idea of housing them in Tuki, it probably would be shot down very quickly.
So what do you want to happen first here? Do you want to transport them to Rote and then go to Korth, or?
Yeah, like I said, get them to Rote. Go ahead and be like, hey, y'all go ahead and have some people look for this thing that I want to do for my later downtime activity, while we go to Korth to see if I actually have a treasury left.
Okay. You ready?
Sure.
Roll a D100 for me.
Hell yeah, brother. I was worried it was going to cost way more money, but 2,500 gold out of that giant fucking number that we got in the party coffers. 42.
42. Korth is not in great shape. Arriving there, if you're just initially looking over it, with a 42, flying over Karnath itself, you see entire fields like open up their eye as just eyelids peel back and look up into the sky as you fly over. Yeah, like on the ground.
Weird.
Like fields of grain that just peel back, and underneath the earth you see an eye looking up at you.
Throw a rock at it.
That sounds like a good idea. Maybe Gandalf like 100 sessions ago would have done so. Maybe less than that. Maybe more like 50.
Just drop a dagger.
The situation in Korth itself is one of like essentially folks are losing sections of the city slowly but surely.
Interesting.
Like the entire southern half of the like wall fallen down. You see on top of some of the larger buildings, like you'll notice. Actually, give me a quick perception check.
I can roll
just
this.
because
Perception. as we all know, is purple.
Rolling dice is fun.
That is 33.
God fucking damn it.
17 plus 16, baby.
When the numbers are so high, like, no, I said roll a perception check, not a D100. Noticing almost immediately as you fly up from the south, you see the old eye that you had in your head, except for it is now about
God damn it.
20 times the size as it was, as it perches on on the top of like a domed building and looks around. Fires a few like psionic beams at the ship as you fly in, but getting
Awesome.
low and then getting over the city, where you see folks that are like soldiers and whatever undead are left. You see a lot of undead that have been transformed into eyeball covered abominations, but there are
Gross.
still some other like that are resisting. It's not a great state, but they're fighting.
Cool. Is Thorum still alive?
You do find Tharum in charge, a very tired looking Tharum.
Is he wearing a crown?
He is wearing a crown.
Interesting. Good man. Follows orders.
You dock at Crown Home, go, like, nobody's stopping you at this point as the
I figured.
King of Karnath returns. You see a bit of bewilderment, a bit some folks that seem a bit resentful, like they've been abandoned or something. You do find Tharum, though, who is incredibly tired. All of your guards also seem tired. The entirety of Crown Home has pretty much been turned into like a war camp for all. Like, there are rations being handed out here. People are taking, like, common folks are taking refuge inside the walls. So it's a new site for Karnath and Korth specifically.
Just like the old days, everybody starving to death in the middle of a war zone. Good times. Like I said, so my intent here, so Korth has not entirely fallen, specifically, especially Crown Home has not, importantly, because that's where all our money is at. What money we have? TM. So that rallies that. A goal is to secure Korth entirely. Also, what is going on with the 12 is what basically Gandalf's just gonna go, like, he's basically just act like it's taken as read that Crown Home is still standing, and it is going to continue to do so. And he just comes in, basically just asks for, like, what the fuck's going on? How, like, what is the exact situation? What's going on with the 12? Boom, boom, boom.
Give me just a quick investigation check for your question line on the 12. And because you're in your capital and you do have access to some resources, you can make it at advantage.
Fantastic. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Cool. As far as the 12 goes, my notes closed.
Retro.
I will recite the best I can from
I've
memory.
never done that before. Has not happened to me.
Your investigation into the 12 reveals, or it starts, actually.
Well, first off, you know how many there are.
Nice. There are 11.
Starts by Tharum giving you some updates from, like, folks that have been recording the news and stuff like that, writing down the events. So some of you, like, Meisters that have been recording the events and stuff like that. It starts at the Mournlands because you informed Cervelian that the Mournlands was an anchor. So shortly after the incursion,
That's where they pulled
the
up.
invasion, they all went to the Mournlands and teleported it away off of the material plane.
What the fuck? That's what happened to it. Holy shit.
So that was their plan, is that
What a plan.
if it's not on the material plane, it's not anchoring anything here. So they sent it to the astral sea.
Holy shit!
I'm okay with that.
That's a D&D. The 12 are their own D&D party. That's some shit that a bunch of players would be like, hey guys, it can't be an anchor if it's just not there. Fucking.
What if we just unalive the country?
What if we just send the whole physical mass away?
We're gonna put the Moorland in the timeout.
So
Holy fuck.
Support that decision. I think that's a good choice.
Well,
doing such a feat required
yeah.
such massive amounts of magics that pulled on all of their spellcasting power.
Uh-huh.
This is essentially them dumping literally all of their spellcasting ability into removing an entire country from the face of Corvair. They were weakened to the point where other mages were by them on standby to get them out of there and to get them back to the tower, because they were essentially all of them were casting like an enhanced version of Wish where their strengths were going down to 3. They weren't going to be able to walk. Like they were done after this for some time. And
Nice.
a recording is pulled up of the event itself, like how Civis recording at a distance, like looking at this massive magical feat as you see the Moorlands is ripped from the earth and is like spinning around the 12. You just see arcane links up to the Moorlands themselves as they just starts like spinning to be teleported out of here. And as soon as like the teleportation was about to go off, Mordain showed up.
Fucker.
He used all of their arcane links to the Moorlands as chains, and when the teleportation went off, all of them were sent to the astral sea along with the Moorlands, exacting his revenge.
Guys, maybe we should have done something about Mordain. So the 12 are not around anymore.
What was your investigation check total?
Dirty 20.
On a dirty 20, you get that there were some messages sent out to the 12.
Mm-hmm.
They were only returned with cryptic like ramblings and other things. So the 12, some of the 12 are still alive in some capacity,
Crazy.
but they're not exactly sure like what's happened or anything like that.
What about their armies of battle mages they were training? Any of those guys still around?
Yes. And on fields, like fighting for Breland, like they were deployed.
Okay. Any of them here? Do we have some of them here in Karnath?
you guys would absolutely have some here.
Okay. So they got sent out before they went, what if we just teleport a section of the planet away?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, they gave instructions like this is what we're doing. We're gonna have and all of the ones that were on like standby to teleport the mages out, slaughtered by Mordain.
I figured. Any indication of what Mordain did after that?
He's just
Just
gone.
go home?
Yep.
Like, did what I wanted to do. Goodbye. Okay. Noted. That's pretty bad. All right. So 12, not available. Okay.
Well, not immediately available, no.
Right. Well, some of them are probably dead, and some of them seem like they have gone mad after having been in the astral sea for however long they have been. Nice. That's not bad at all. Crazy archmages. Cool. Okay. Well. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So you got your guys in rote working on
that.
Working on your second thing.
And I guess I'm gonna leave these 20 here with. I mean, 20 is a drop in the bucket, but as like that's the like basically my communication before basically stepping back out is I intend for Korth to be retaken, and it's gonna serve as the centerpiece for retaking Karnath. And like as a good guy thing as it sounds, that basically let them know like they have not been forgotten, and now that I'm back, I intend for Karnath is not going to fall like other countries have.
Got it. All right. Who's next?
Not again, not the majority of my stuff, but trying to intersperse my conversations here. At some point fairly early in these events, Milo would also seek out Nax for a conversation.
Sure. He's around. You will find him, but as like he's probably has idle hands being here a lot, and he's been fighting a lot. You'll find that Nax is attempting to put his hands on the scale back in the way of good. He is just consistently reminded of what he did as Aelin, and so you'll find him like helping the refugees here help Everett, like building up things in whatever way he can, like with physical labor, just doing good deeds where he can. But it's not a matter of like it seems like he's paying off a debt, or like that's the sort of the insight you get into the situation. So that's probably what you'll find him doing.
That being the case, it would probably be fairly late when Milo would approach him. After the day's labors are done, he's been doing his stuff. Dinner's been eaten. Maybe some people are, going off to read early to bed. People are heading off to bed. And he would go to seek out Nax and just
Hey, sorry to bother you. Do you have a few moments?
Sure. Yeah. Plop on down. Sit down. What's up?
He'll, plop down. I don't know if it's like on the beaches or
You make the scene.
what have you. Sitting down next to him and kind of looking up at the sky, not necessarily at Nax, just.
I definitely wanted to give you a little bit of downtime, but we should talk about what the reason I fought so hard to save you is. Not that I don't like you or think you deserved it, but there was a purpose.
Kind of look to see how he reacts to that news.
Almost
As
instantly
he had
defensive.
that.
Almost instantly defensive. You give me an insight check.
Hell yeah, I'm super good at those. 11.
11. He sort of just looks at you for a moment. But other than that, doesn't say anything.
In the crag, you fought for months, yes, and never left. Though you
Right.
could have.
I suppose I could.
And even at what you thought to be the end, you wanted to stay and fight, giving up your last moments and forfeiting a possible salvation to try and save people.
I lived it, lad. That's a dramatic retelling. Yeah, I thought that I was gonna die.
And do you want to continue helping and saving people as best you can?
Aye.
Good. Because I can help you do that. That's why I fought so hard. We can't be everywhere, and we're about to be not able to fight the ground war. We have to take the fight to the enemy and all that good stuff. So we need people we can trust, people that'll actually do what needs to be done, not just fight for themselves. And seeing you in those moments, I couldn't think of anyone better.
Lad, if you want to kiss me, I'm sorry, but I do like the
No.
ladies. Okay, all right.
No, we're no.
Okay,
no,
good.
no.
I just misread the situation then. Whew, all right.
No,
sorry, I was
God,
a bit tense there.
No,
All
very,
right.
yes.
I
Oh,
thought you
okay.
were talking about giving me something and talking about me being a really good guy. Maybe I just. All right, no worries. Sure.
Oh, I see how you got there. I see how I got there. No, not at all.
Okay. All right. With the, I'm a good-looking fella now.
You want a weapon? I made it for us, but
We're still not.
we have to spread the wealth a little bit. And I think you could put it to good use. I think you could put it to better use than we could. Save some lives, protect some people. Fight the good fight here on the ground. While we're off wherever the fuck we are, trying not to die and trying to put this whole thing to rest.
I mean, I'm a bit of a magic user more than weapons. Not really trained in the sword or anything.
Oh, it's not that kind of weapon. Here,
Whatever.
let me show it to you.
He'll kind of push himself up from the beach. I figure we're cruising along, so there's a nice dramatic breeze going to
For sure.
set the scene. And not the dramatic blowing a hole in reality in combat. It's that slower reaching out and just turning. The sigils appearing in the air, spidering out from where he touches the air, rotating almost like an iris door, and that demi-plane opening, not the bedroom, but this one into a large, I guess the closest modern day equivalent would be a garage. This is a workshop for working on enormous objects. And this door-shaped opening, he will gesture towards it. The kind of dim working light, visible machinery, things hanging from ropes so that they can be worked on, tables full of various tools and half-completed projects.
This way, I guess.
He'll step inside.
Make a quick persuasion check.
Seems we're going to be doing the every other one will be good. With a 17 plus 1, that'll be an 18.
Okay. Yeah, he'll follow you in. He's you see he is a bit slow to react and skeptical, but he follows you.
As seen in the last scene, this isn't the purely mechanical projects that the party would have been familiar with from the old Milo. Here there is an eldritch touch. There are candles, there are vials. There's a lot more sigils and scrolls involved. He'll walk over to one corner of the workshop where a large, I guess, tarp equivalent, a large cloth is resting over something, and kind of spend a few moments tugging it down as it's quite large. Not small enough for the dramatic ripping it away. So the much less exciting kind of pulling it down until it slides off to reveal some kind of golem, probably is what it would look like to Nax. But very large. Wood, stone, metal, and just at various points along it, scrolls and waxed seals and painted on sigils, and just scattered across its body or carapace would be initially unidentifiable protrusions and such, the weaponry for it.
This is
Biggest
a
fuck is what it
prototype
is.
that I think. Yes. The size is required to carry the power source, armaments, fortifications, and a few auxiliary functions as well.
So what? You got a controller for this thing?
Yes.
And he will kind of smile, looking very clever goblin, energy there for a moment, and will kind of like halfway climb on it and ratchet down some levers, and just kind of a plate over the top just raises up, plate on the front, and reveal probably a pretty uncomfortable looking chair. Definitely early on in development prototype, doesn't exactly have all the padding. Reach down, offering a hand to Nex.
He'll take it, come up there.
You are the controller. It's a vehicle of sorts. A golem you operate from within. This over here is the arcane generator. It absorbs ambient mana and uses it to fuel both the object and the weapons. This here is a long-range spellfire cannon. This over here does require ammunition. It's got a limited supply, but we can discuss all the details later.
And he'll start explaining, probably a little too enthusiastically, the controls, the shielding, the details, all of it probably far more detailed than Axe can take in just this brief introductory description.
On a natural 20 on the Arcana check, he's doing pretty damn good keeping up with you at the moment.
This is probably the most dangerous weapon I have made, and I think you can use it to help the people of this world and all of them better than I can.
After getting caught up in the like details and going over it with you for a moment, he bit of a long pause. And if I choose not to?
That's your choice. But I don't think, based on what I saw, that you're the kind of person that would turn down the opportunity to protect people that this could provide you. I can't force you to do anything. But I don't know who else I would trust with this.
I was a bit worried when you said that you didn't do this out of the kindness of your heart, saving me. Had a few bad run-ins with...
Don't take it the wrong way. It was not that I didn't want to save you. But we're having to make hard choices now. Time, resources, manpower are all limited. You weren't just a man being saved, but you were the best man for the job, in my opinion.
Give me a few days. Let me think on it.
Of course. Thank you for hearing me out.
Okay.
If you have any other questions, let me know.
He will kind of head back towards the entrance.
All right. Who's next?
Well, probably, whenever Gandolin goes and poofs off with his,
My military.
with 100
my
strong.
mercenaries.
Yeah, I don't think moistenaries is a
Moistenaries. There's no T.
That sounds like a different kind of party. Anyway, yeah, I would whoever of the shiny vanguards left on Tuki, I would try to gather them up and start a mental link just in case, and let them know that the king is dead, essentially.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be Milo, Kaushik, Crowley, Azur, unless you guys had plans to leave Tuki on the first days 1 through 4.
Probably be very simple for Milo, as Any moment where he was not in the mansion, he would probably be sticking close to Artyom and or borrowing the Shroud Diffuser.
It's like, I got a really clingy ex-girlfriend. She's let's just hang out.
Crowley's probably still in his bedroom, so.
Okay. So there you go.
All right.
I mean, sleeping.
What do you mean he is dead?
So every part of him is changed. Essentially, he is not the same person that he was anymore. He has all the same memories. He has the same body, but every fiber of him is cursed with a curse that cannot be broken, including his soul.
We can't fix this the way we did with Axe?
No. This is going to be something that requires dangerous methods, and essentially the person that is in control of Gandalin right now, this is still Gandalin, but not him, not this, just a person that has Gandalin's memories. He's going to do terrible things, I feel, and we need to stop that before it happens. Both will be gone. The memories expunged, but if I have a loose plan that maybe we can get at least a good person sitting on the throne.
You have a very on the defensive and skeptical looking Milo.
His memory's expunged. No, we can't just abandon Gandalf like that.
Gandalin's dead, and his soul's going nowhere.
Milo will immediately heel point turn, walk out, and he's gonna go start, success or fail, frantically researching a way to preserve memory.
Okay. Really quickly, just for my clarification, is Nax included on the conversation?
Sure.
Okay. Is there anyone else other than the folks that are right here at the table, NPC wise, that you would like to include in the conversation?
Erish and Autumn.
Erish, Autumn.
If she'll
And the
if
baby.
she'll accept, no, not the baby. I think we're at cap with Erish and Autumn.
Okay.
Am I forgetting someone?
Yes.
I don't think so.
What'd you say, Stacey?
Sorry, I was saying Lucas. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, Lucas?
Yeah.
Is Lucas still on the island?
Depends on when you're doing this.
Okay. I probably wouldn't have involved Lucas because he seems like he's going through a lot right now.
Okay.
Probably isn't going to be the type of guy who's going to be happy about, hey, let's totally purge your king's brain.
Actually, speaking of Lucas Jones, for your consideration, before heading off to check on Korth, I would have told Lucas that I have somewhere that I want him to take him with me.
Oh, hell yeah!
Later, so.
Okay, not with you right now.
Not with me right now.
Okay.
I didn't figure. I did figure he would want to come. He might want to continue meditating or whatever the fuck he's doing, but that there is a a path forward that I would like to like him to assist me with potentially.
Okay. All right. So everyone here plus Nax and Erish. Erish will confirm for you folks that didn't see it. What our team is saying. Nax doesn't have a whole lot of input right now.
So to fix this, to still have a king of Garneth that is not going to do bad things, we're going to have to destroy the body and entirely. and purge the soul at the edge of oblivion, which is dangerous for anyone involved. And I think there might be a way that we can use a form of regeneration to eat the parts of corruption piece by piece while recreating fresh bits, but that's not going to preserve memories. And the dangerous part will be trying to go and affect him in the realm of spirit and soul. His body will be essentially dead, and we'll have to convince whoever this new person is to sacrifice himself or force him to the edge of oblivion so that we can get hopefully someone that will be a just person on the throne to complete this fight.
Milo, you walk off and you're like looking at how to preserve memories on something like this, looking at like you are actively scribbling out like arcane equations and stuff to see what you could do, like trying to meet some sort of like congruent line in between this and resurrection. And Erish walks up beside you as you do like RTM giving the spill. It's sort of like just an RTM narrating this moment as we see Erish coming up right beside you with like notebooks full of papers that he slides right beside what you're working on. You flip it open, and then you look at your current work and you see he's gone through it probably 3 times. You're flipping through all of these things that Erish...
Sorry, okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying you're flipping through with like this notebook of everything that you're like starting to write out, like the basic of basic concepts, and you see that Erish has also done this work. Maybe not to the extent that you're able to at the end of the day, but what you're looking at is very thorough. And if it helps you, Cody, sort of inform your role play, I rolled a natural 18, which would bring it up to a 23.
The just FYI, this is not like a whether or not there is a solution to be found. Like this would be like Milo's like immediate reaction. Like
No, there's got to be something you've missed. There is something somewhere. We're gonna find it. I have got to figure out a way to. He's not dead. He's there. We just have to extract him somehow. We can, if they have to replace his body and purge the evil, sure, but we can save the parts of him that matter.
frantically like just throwing out like theories and scribbles and spells and such.
Artyom would probably come up beside Erish and just give Milo a hug to still his hands. It's not going to happen. And all of this is still mental, right? No one's saying anything aloud.
Yeah, it's just a quiet moment.
It's not going to happen. It's all painted, subtle, absolute. But we might be able to at least this new Gandalin that comes out, the person that will be called Gandalin, the King of Karnath. We can at least maybe give him something to live by if this all works out.
He's got to have the memories. He's got to remember everything we've done so far. That can't just be gone, Artyom.
It's what I mean. We can maybe preserve some memories of our own, give to him, imprint on him whenever he comes back.
You have to save his memories.
It's probably like at this juncture crying while like just looking at you and halfway through a glyph or whatever on the paper that he was writing on.
We can save something. We have to be able to save something. We have to be able to save him.
I wish there was a way.
We can rip apart cities, and you're telling him we can't save him? That's bullshit.
If you've got another option, I'm open to it. But this is the
I'll
only
fucking
one that I see.
find one.
He's gonna like kind of shimmy out of your hug and start stomping off towards the workshop.
Eros just sort of grabs you by the wrist. It's going to take some time. If he just accepted it, it wouldn't be him.
All right. I mean, regardless of of Milo stomping away, you can still hear the whole conversation. So Artyom will continue. So we might be able to store some memories that we can give to him. So, just over these next few days while we try to get this ironed out, try and think of some good ones. So this new person knows the kind of man he's going to have to live up to. As far as the actual process of getting his soul to oblivion, it's something me and Erich are still trying to work on to maybe... So it's not just Kaushik in there.
I can go.
I figured you could do something, Crowley. But maybe there's a way we can at least all have a presence.
I've had my body shattered and broken before, lost in a magical forces. I think I'm probably one of the better chances of getting in there and coming out again.
It's going to be dangerous for anyone that goes.
Right.
Or as far as you need to go in.
I have a thing for spirits. I'll be okay. Either way, my daughter is safe, so I've accomplished everything I need to. I don't mind doing this.
I've got nothing else to lose.
All right. Well, I guess keep that in your minds. And he's kind of gets Alexander's hat, passes a couple of bottles around, and the gambling. King of the Shining Vanguard.
The gambling.
He's not dead.
I'm still in the mental links.
Yeah, I know. All right, yeah, that's kind of all I got for, I guess, sort of part one of that endeavor.
Okay.
The second part?
Yeah, second part is a lot more dangerous.
Murder.
Yes, very much. There will be flatlining involved.
That's fucked up.
That's right.
That's fucked up. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying
It's
kinda
fucking
screwed up.
PvP in this house.
Some
now.
heroes,
Just,
you guys are.
You need to dust him just like Milgram. It's how he would have wanted to go.
Jesus. Yeah.
That would go kind of hard.
Yeah, and as folks are kind of in that moment of silence, Artyom will shoot Crowley like a one-on-one sort of Kalashtar, but a telepathy, because you don't have your ring anymore, right?
No, it's not attached. You can just barge in, kick down the door. Go ahead. You've been waiting. 3 years
Glorious.
for this. Just do it.
Glorious.
The normal voice that pops up, Crowley, is like, would you like to receive this call, sir? Is no longer there. Your paid subscription run out, and Artyom just barges in.
It's the spam call filters no longer on any of my telepathic messages.
I felt like I didn't need to re-up the subscription because we're about to, end of the world.
It's end of the world. Who cares what the last thing is?
You're sitting there getting emails. We want you back. 20% off your next year.
There won't even be a year. But yes, no. Go ahead.
He'll just simply say to you, well, I guess from the original crew, it's back to me and you.
I suppose so. Been a
At
long
least,
run.
at least you got your daughter now. And we'll save all the children one way or another.
Oh, them kids are dead.
Yo, fuck you, Ian.
Listen, just because you're evil, get out of this mind. Get out of here.
Hello?
Why
I
don't
was
you go
handed
grow
to a
your
group
mustache
call.
out,
What the
okay?
fuck?
Fucking Artyom accidentally presses the three-way call button, adds in Candle.
Who is this? Who are you? What do you want?
A fourth. We've been calling to contact you about your airship's extended warranty.
Do you have plenty of wine in the can? Okay.
Sorry.
We'll do what we can for the children. But even then, we'll at least make certain no other children will have to deal with this ever again.
Yeah. And, curse those fucking tattoos. Artyom is failing to get drunk.
One more thing, Artyom, while you're busy drinking.
Yes.
Seek out Koshik. She has a mirror that I lent her that might be able to... It might have kept some of Gandalf's spirit within it because he used it many times to view into the spirit world. There may be some kind of echo in there, potentially. Take a look at it.
Hey, give me that mirror thing. They might have part of Gandalf's soul in there. He's I'm like, oh, I'm not getting drunk anyway. Let's do this right now.
Yeah, we flashed a copy real quick,
Mirror out of the bag. Keeping it.
Roll 3d6 for me, Koshik.
Oh shit, I don't like that. That's a lot of D6s. Just say 3 or 18. No in the middle. You're muted.
I ain't holding it ain't like that, no. I'm holding the top, right? Like I'm holding a knife and I'm handing it to him by the
roll
handle.
3d6 for me, Koshik.
Okay. Oh, I gotta do it online.
Eat his brain.
I didn't mean any sixes. Oh wait, I do have that many sixes. No, I only have 2. Okay. Oh, it's slow. Oh God.
You probably roll and finish before it finishes.
3, 6, and 3, so 12.
12. Artyom, you take 12 points of cold damage as Koshik hands over the mirror to you. Her touch sort of necrotizing the skin around your fingers as it goes black and starts like rotting on the outside.
Koshik or the mirror?
Koshik.
Oh. Oh, shit. Are you okay?
I didn't do that. Oh, it wasn't me. I don't know I didn't do that. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to burn a first level spell slot to heal myself real quick.
Sure.
For some of that back. And then I'm just gonna reach out and touch her head with my palm.
Feels like undead skin.
You're gripping my head.
No, I'm checking your temperature essentially, but
Okay.
Like a
like
basketball.
that, like a basketball.
You just
Yes, I'm
palms
gripping your
forehead.
head.
She feels undead.
Okay.
You.
Well, at least you're not just doing that whenever people touch you. So, okay. I'll look in this mirror.
Oh God, he's looking in the mirror. You're looking in the mirror? Oh God, Crowley, what have you done?
I don't know. I didn't. Yeah, let's go. I will. Do you give him any more information about this mirror before he decides to look into it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's not for the faint of heart. It could pull you. It pulls you into the realm, especially if you're looking for something. Back when I was searching for my daughter, it was a great help. Gandalin was looking for something regarding his parents, I believe, as well, and he saw much in there. So that's why I say there may be an echo of the man Gandalin used to be in there. You could probably find it using the mirror. Or I can go in. It's not like you have to physically move or anything. You'll just get pulled in.
Yeah, you still kind of look like shit, even with a mask.
Oh, thank you.
You get an elbow in the rib from Erish.
Remembering Milo's conversation that he was talking to Pip about keeping Artyom safe, Kaushik is going to actually, I've done this once before. I can go in.
Okay.
I don't want you getting yourself hurt or anything. I'm a little familiar with the object, the mirror, and the realm, so I'll go.
Okay.
Carefully tries to take the mirror back from Artyom without touching Artyom. Carefully, just in case, because I don't know what the fuck just happened.
That's some weird shit. Okay. Artyom hands it back. And is looking. All right, that's sure. If you're more, so you've used this mirror before. What did you see?
Wait, I have used the mirror before, right? I saw my mother, right? I'm pretty sure I've used the mirror before.
I don't know, did you?
Unless I made this all up, I'm pretty
Did
sure I've
you?
used the mirror before.
That's probably one of the memories you sacrificed, huh?
Oh, it might be.
Hey, that's
Uh-oh.
boom.
He said, "I don't
That
remember, and I have a reason why."
Boom.
I'm pretty
Easy.
sure I did. Unless my brain just made that up. Well,
I
That-
think you did.
To be fair, that's an
pretty sure I
excuse
did.
that you can use for any D&D character. I don't remember that. I've suffered multiple massive
Traumatic-
amounts
Yeah.
of head trauma.
it's true.
I'm getting smacked around so much, man.
That-
you don't even know.
That fucking daughter of Sorakel gave me a big bonking. The whole weeks I don't remember.
Lord. My head's squishy now. My brain's easy to damage.
That's why you have to eat other people's brains. Replenish.
Yes. Come here, Gandalin.
That's a poor choice.
You don't
Artyom
need to be smart.
in a weird moment of silence, looking at Kaushik being really weird, he's gonna message Erish and ask, "Kaushik's being really weird. Do you think I should look and see what she's thinking?
Feel
Seems
that
like
one too.
seems like really not right to do it, but it also seems important."
Can't I just hear things?
This is a Kalashtar telepathic message to Erish.
She can still
But that'd
hear
be on your surface thoughts,
thoughts.
right?
God
Yeah.
damn it.
What'd you say to Eris? Sorry.
Basically, Kaushik's being real weird. Do you think I should try to read her mind, even though that's really fucked up to do to your friends?
Why don't you just ask her if you can?
As opposed to murder?
Because then she'll be like, "Oh, I'm thinking of flowers or something," and not what she was actually thinking about.
What if you... Do you have detect thoughts? Can you do that?
I can do it at will with the. I can read everyone's mind. I just don't do it because it's, messed up. Your mind's yours, right?
So just ask her if you can, and once you delve deeper into her thoughts, it won't be just what she's thinking of at the moment.
Okay. Wait. Do you have detect thoughts?
I don't believe I have it prepared, but I think I have this. I have access to it. Yes.
Have you been reading my mind? You're listening to all the naughty things?
I have-
Okay, a different time.
I have
So-
no need to read your mind. As soon as it's on your mind, it is out of your mouth.
It's we're all saying this without my mouth being open is the best part. Yeah, that's all right. I give him a wink and I just ask Kaushik, hey, can I? Why are you being so weird about this? What's with that mirror? It's fishy as hell. I'm just being honest. I don't want to read your mind as fucked up, right?
Charlie told you that it's dangerous. It is dangerous. And I don't know why, but Milo said it's important to protect you. So,
Okay.
trying to
Yes,
protect you.
Milo, why is it important to protect me? What are you telling people to keep me safe and protecting me from mirrors and shit?
Are you saying that over the
Yes, I'm
mental
just
link?
blasting it to everyone. Even Autumn's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Oh, fucking Autumn is in the group chat. That is so.
I feel like a period of quiet for just a moment, then a
I'm working.
He's just go. Like someone's knocking on his door. I'm busy.
pretty much, yeah.
I mean, if Milo's over the mental link saying he's busy, I'll just explain to him explain to Artyom as best as I can what Milo said to Pip. Like, essentially, like, you remember the movie? Do you remember the movie Avengers Endgame? Do you remember when Doctor Strange was talking to Tony Stark, and there were like a million different universes, and he saw them, and there was an end game, and then this one thing was important to that. That's you. You're the one thing that's important to the end game.
I didn't read that book.
That's a weird play.
It was a play. So essentially, you are essential to whatever is happening, turning out being okay.
Yeah, well, no shit. I mean, I was kind of kicked here thousands of years from a different continent. Of course, I'm fucking important. It's my whole
Wonderful.
goal is to stop.
Wonderful. I'm glad that you understand. So,
Right, but how does that change anything now? I've been fighting all kinds of shit this whole time. It's still the same stakes. They're just here now.
if I recall correctly, we've lost you before. We don't want that to happen again. So.
I'm not going anywhere.
Can't be 100% sure of that.
Okay, well, you look at the mirror. You go
Okay.
right ahead. I'll be safe and
I
sound.
will. Thank you.
And then he's just gonna make some comment to Erish about the pants that he's wearing. You're like, oh, sorry, that was supposed to be a one-on-one. Sorry, guys.
Lord have mercy. Is Crowley there just hidden? Because I need to speak to Crowley before I do this, but I don't know if he's hiding or if he has stepped away.
He's actually breakdancing in the background.
Maybe.
He's fucking doing this spinning on his head, just.
While we wait on your conversation to go into the mirror real quick, I'm gonna hop over to Azure and see what you're doing in your downtime, Azure.
Sure.
First couple of days, probably just trying to repair a relationship with Rekka.
Okay. All right. If there's anything specific you want to do or voice, feel free to do so. If not, we can just let the dice tell the story.
We can just let the dice tell the story. Am I rolling percentile or?
No. This will be a persuasion check.
Got pretty good. Dirty 20.
30-20. And what are you doing over these few days to just like to establish or try to reestablish rather this relationship? Repair it in some sort of way.
Yeah. Essentially go into deeper detail of how Azur came across the realization that our world about to be fucked up. Our world already is fucked up at this point now, but just going over that, met my biological father, my biological mother, just kind of going in detail about the adventures with the Shining Vanguard.
Yeah. I think that this is something that will take a long time to repair and reestablish.
For sure.
But I think Azur is laying the foundation of maybe of at least showing that he would like to reestablish the relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's not like doesn't have to be the entirety of your downtime. But if you have anything
Right.
else that you would like to be doing during this downtime, you absolutely can be.
Eventually, he would probably approach Artyom. You can send people to different planes, right?
Yeah.
So you can send me to the plane of air. I want
Sure.
to try to gather an army of air genies, if there's even an army still left in the plane of air.
Yeah, that would be super helpful. Are you going to go by yourself? I mean, I guess no one's going to fuck with you if you're like a prince of the realm or something. Why do we have so many royalty in here? Holy shit.
I don't know. I don't know. Why are you asking questions?
I was just making an observation aloud.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'll probably just go alone, I guess.
Are you sure?
I mean, if you want to go, sure.
I'm kind of dealing with the
but I think you're kind of busy.
Yeah, I'm kind. Yeah, I can shoot you over there. How are you going to get back?
Hopefully, my father can figure that out.
You guys also have the necklace. Karlagla can also help.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! Go! Hell yeah!
If you're willing to give
Well,
him the
Karlagla-
necklace, so he can return like the next day or something like that, then she can send him there.
I mean, I can send him there too.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, Pip had the necklace, but if
Uh-huh.
the DM will allow it retroactively, she would have left it with Nax.
Okay.
As a fast escape measure if he needed it.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Artyom also has one of the necklaces as well, so he could give that to Zero for
I
the
forgot
time
that
being.
y'all had two.
Yeah.
I forgot y'all got one in the
We
last
do.
fight. That's right. So yeah, you guys
Hee
are
hee.
doubled up on them. So you can get there and
Doubled
get
up.
back, no problem.
Alright.
Yeah.
Double bubble.
So you're going to the palace to see if you can summon up an army of Jinn. So no, just to
No pressure.
no pressure. Well, actually, you get there, no problem. Plane shift over towards the palace, making your way through. Your father, once again, the Caliph, introduced full name every time to every visitor, no matter who they are. I would have to
Lovely.
look back at my notes.
What's
'cause I
that? What's
haven't-
that full name?
Nope.
Damn.
Let's hear the title.
I wanted to actually. I need you to repeat it so I can write it down.
He's
Yeah,
looking it up.
we need it.
We
We
did
need
it.
it for record keeping.
Oh.
For the records.
I
What?
just
For
love
record
it. So
keeping
pleased
purposes.
to do.
What is Azur's title?
Blueberry.
My baby boy.
My beautiful baby boy.
My baby boy.
That is the great Caliph Hussam al-Balil bin Nafat al-Ugayyim, master of the clouds, son of the breezes, secret keeper of the four winds, prince of the birds, storm of the heavens, defender of the righteous, emperor of gales, commander of monsoons, and master of the air. You get
I've
all
heard
that?
more
Writing that down,
impressive.
Ian.
I've heard better.
However, Azur showing up in the plane of air once more, greeted as you are typically lifted 10 to 12 feet in the air into his massive arms. My beautiful baby boy, you are here. Wonderful. You are safe now. We will keep you safe here. We will get you a room. Let's get him a room. How long? We'll get you a good room. All right, get him room right next to mine. I'm so glad you have decided to come. Did your little home fall apart? That is unfortunate. You have a new home, though.
It is in the process of falling apart. You wouldn't happen to be able to spare some resources to help in the war against Zoriat?
I already
I
have.
do. Oh,
We are.
Oh.
We fight in the winds now. I've already sent an army of jinn. This is what I was telling you about your friend that was being harassed by the corruptor, Exelos, and took an army of my men. That's why he hasn't been bothering you. His aspect can't form in the material plane right now because we lay siege on his person in
Oh.
Zoriat.
Oh. One question I have. Do you think it would help the material plane best if we fight these monstrosities in their home?
That sounds like a terrible idea, if you ask me. The same way you would not want to fight me here. You wouldn't want to fight me anywhere, trust me. But right here, especially a bad idea. Beings like that have power in their home, where they are from.
Yeah, I imagine that is the case. Okay. Bad idea.
What do you need help with?
Trying to take back the material plane, I guess. Because it is bad.
What is your plan?
Not much of a plan right now. I'm trying to gather resources where I can.
An accounting of resources before a battle is all well and good, but counts for nothing if you do not have a plan in place already. You just have a collection of resources. Have your plan. I will see what I can do in the meantime.
Sure.
I do not know what I'll be able to spare. With Exelos not here, we are...
Right.
Seem to be okay for the most part with the plane of air. Mighty big place.
Yeah. Okay. I will come back with a plan.
Here. Well, do you still have the sphere?
Yeah.
Whisper into it, my boy. I will hear your words.
Oh. It's like a sending stone? But I don't
what?
use it, I guess.
Stone. No.
Never mind.
Okay.
I understand.
Wonderful. Read the winds. He picks you up once more, just looking at you. And you're like a 6'3" tall man, just being held aloft in the air by this guy. Picks you up, hugs you in tight, sets you back down. May the winds be at your back, my baby boy. I will help in whatever way that I can. Let me know how that is.
Okay. Wait, I don't know if I can return today or not. I might have to wait tomorrow. But before I go, you kind of looks around and then, do you know if the Baroness is still alive? Has she, my mother, I guess, do you know if she's still alive? Has she reached out at all?
We go lengths of time without speaking. I feel that she is okay, but I do not know for certain. Why don't you reach out to her yourself?
I plan on doing so when I get back.
You should.
I don't have those powers, but friends back on the material plane do.
You don't have those powers. What do you mean?
I
Why do you not simply whisper along the winds and let the wind take your word to her?
That's something I can do? Is it an engine, I see?
Let's see. He aims a finger at you, hits you with a lightning bolt, and grants you the ability to cast sending.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit!
You can now.
Okay, I can now.
As far as Dad gives the best gifts.
Yeah, what the fuck? Where's the rest of the party's presents from? Fucking Air King.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say your parents. I'm like, well, I hate to tell you, Ian.
Yeah,
Me
that
and you,
too. That too.
Once you come up with a plan, I am here to help you in whatever ways that I can. Just remember, I also have my own realm to look after.
Right, of course.
But I will help. I will be there.
Every bit of help is appreciated. Thank you.
You do not need to thank me, my beautiful blue baby boy.
Once this whole thing is over, if we all survive, you should, perhaps you should meet the, my parents that raised me.
I would love that. They should come here, though.
Safer? Or you just like the plane of air better?
That too, but I hate the ground mostly.
Azura kind of ponders that for a bit, like, oh, yeah, makes sense for... Okay, yeah.
With a promise, and now the ability, you can add the spell sending to your character sheet. We will, Matt's still not back. So, Matt, are you here? Nope.
That's already 7:17.
Yeah,
18.
Yeah,
go.
so yeah, we'll go on break and then we'll be back shortly. So don't go anywhere.
Hell yeah.
Drop a follow if you haven't yet. We'll be back soon with more of this good stuff and be back soon. Much love.
Bye. Bye bye.
And hello, everyone.
Bye.
Welcome back. We're going to continue this across the Eberron. We were doing a bit of time skip stuff for our first section, and we're going to wrap that up right now with Kaushik speaking to Crowley about delving into the mirror and maybe trying to find an echo of Ganduin in there.
So Kaushik's just gonna have the mirror and not be looking into it yet. Crowley, what exactly is it that I need to do if I find some kind of echo of Ganduin?
Well, most important is just that you find and make sure that you can even find one. I'm sorry. Locating that there is any kind of echo in there will be a great stride in the matter. We don't need to do anything just yet, but as before, I was able to speak with my daughter, and Gandalf was able to speak with his parents. There should be some possibility that if you find them, we could use the mirror in some form of ritual to help perhaps increase the chances of getting a more full Gandalin back. Maybe a Gandalin prior to when he was a king, but Gandalin nonetheless.
I know it's worth a shot.
Less memories for us to have to dig through if we can get at least something to base everything off of.
Right. Should I do this in private? Should I do this
I wouldn't do it in private.
common
Yeah.
area?
You can do that right here. I will watch in case you need to be pulled out.
Okay, Koshik is just gonna sit down cross-legged on the floor and wish me luck. Bonk.
You stare into your undead Illithid reflection. What are you thinking about?
Kind of catches me off guard at first because, you know, sometimes you just forget you're an undead octopus woman now. So, and I just think about the Gandalin that I knew and trying to find him as best as I can. Any memories like that I have of him, like his face specifically, like his physical person mostly, I guess, is what I'll be focused on. Just
Right.
brain full of Gandhi.
Thinking about Gandalin will not prompt any roll on your side, because Gandalin is not dead in that way. And this mirror will not grant you any insight into your friend that was before.
Apparently it doesn't seem to be working. What am I doing wrong?
What are you thinking about?
Like nothing happened, right? Yeah, I'm just vibing.
Just sit there
Looking
thinking
at my
about
uncle
Gandalin. You
deadass.
sort of do that bit of disassociative thing where your vision kind of blurs, or just have these thoughts of Gandalin. But I mean, you just come back to still looking at yourself after a few minutes and nothing's happening.
I'm just thinking about Gandalin. I figured that'd be the easiest way to find him in there, but nothing happened.
Perhaps something a little bit more strenuous than thought. The Gandalin that you once knew, the Gandalin of many months before, you wish to speak to the good, the man you knew, the one before the curse. Try delving a little bit deeper in your thoughts.
I'm delving.
Just to kind of move us along here.
That's not gonna work either.
Gandalin is not dead.
Yeah.
Well, neither was my daughter.
Daughter was in a different place, and the mirror allowed you to connect to her. But your friend Gandalin walks amongst the living under his own control, with a voice of his own.
We kill him first, and then we go to the mirror.
But the soul is different, is it not, from how it was before, because it has been tainted?
Gandalin's changed. Sure. Absolutely. This mirror is helps you get in contact with those of the past, with those that have died. Gandalin is not that. And I think this just solidifies the point to Koshik and Crowley that this isn't...
You said the past, though. I want to talk to the past Gandalin.
This mirror will not allow you to do that.
All right, DM. That's fine.
DM, quick interjection just for clarity. About how long after that initial announcement by Artyom is this?
I assume just minutes after, because they grabbed the beer almost instantly.
I'm sorry, Artyom, it doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Guess it's just not that kind of situation. Put the mirror back into my bag of holding.
Okay.
We'll have to rely on our own memories of them, I suppose.
All right. Okay then.
Give me a quick wisdom check, Kaushik.
Oh, whizzy chizzy, got you.
Let's say with Crowley helping you, you can make it at advantage.
Oh,
And
okay.
you can also be inspired too.
What does that do?
There you go. D12.
Oh, that advantage should have helped. Very much. You said whizzy? Wait. Wisdom. So +5. And you said a d12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's, God, Jesus, it's rolling so slow on D&D Beyond. It's an 18 so far. It looks like +5, so 23.
23.
Yeah, 23.
With a 23, thinking about Gandalf isn't going to work. Artyom mentioned about Gandalf's, or Crowley actually mentioned about Gandalf went in there to see Gandalf's parents.
Oh. That's okay. That's the smart thing.
Who are dead.
They are. DM, can I recall? Because I can't recall, but can Kaushik recall? Well, probably not, because she didn't get any details. Okay, so never mind that part. I'm gonna try one more thing. Pulls the mirror back out. Anything that Gandalf has told me about his parents, any single minute detail is what I am focused on. So if I'm not mistaken, after he came out of the mirror, we did have a discussion. I can't remember any of the details of the discussion, though. So
It has been a while.
it has been a long.
I think we were like level
It's been a couple
10.
years.
This
Maybe.
campaign's only
That
been
discussion.
a couple of months long. Come on, guys.
Oh.
It was like 9 levels ago, DM.
Because I know at least particularly, I know he talked to Crowley about it. At the very least, he had to, because it's Crowley's mirror.
My mirror. The fuck you mean?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I'm
No,
not
it's Crowley
saying
here.
that.
He's not here. You don't know that.
Because Crowley's a spirit boy. I'm sure he would have
I
talked to Crowley
gave
about
it to
I don't know if
Crowley
that was
after
involved.
the fact.
But I mean, even prior to him visiting his parents in the mirror, I'm sure that he. Sorry, I don't know if you heard Hurdle. She's screaming. I'm sure that he gave us some kind of details about his parents, be it minute or broader. So I will
Gandalf?
think back to just conversations over tea and breakfast. I will think back to any conversations that we had over like emotional moments and times like that. Conversations after he came out of the mirror, if he felt the need to talk about his family.
Fuck it. Let's do a flashback scene.
Okay.
Like where we go to the moments after Gandalf left the mirror, maybe that night over some dinner, over late night snacks or whatever it is, aboard the Stormbringer.
I'm trying to remember. Crowley might have been the only person I talked to about it.
I was.
And she's in the room there with you, so what details would Gandalf have shared?
Crowley, tell me everything you know about Gandalf's parents.
I think the details that he would have shared with Crowley were the ones that were relevant at that time, which was the situation they were in. Which was just that they had been, like, I think the conversation went something along the lines of, like, they were in the positions of how they died, and when asked to elaborate on that, like, it basically the surrounding the setting, like, they were in the road, there was still the cart and everything that was there, like, and their positioning was exactly how it had been the moments that they were dying.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, exactly. And so that's probably what I would share with Koshik.
And I'm pretty sure I know that they grew up in a covered wagon, so I'm gonna try to take all the details that I've got going on and focus in and see if I can get somewhere with any of that. Bye-bye.
Thinking of Gandalf's parents?
Yeah.
All right, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. 18 plus 11 for 29. Good math.
That sort of dissociating goes by, and you are pulled into the mirror, Crowley, recognizing quickly the state that Koshik is in, as she just sort of sits there, but is gone from this realm in one way or the other. And you know she's taken that trip into the mirror. It's sort of liminal space in between. Koshik, you find yourself in a very foggy area. You find yourself on a dirt road. Seems to have the color washed out of it. Gray smokes just wisping around. You walk up on caravan wagon, and you see laying on the ground 2 Karnathi individuals, their ankles chained to the ground in place, and their hands stretched out towards each other, just unable to touch hands, and just laying there.
I'm gonna approach them, kind of lean down. Hello. You're right. Can I give them a little boot nudge if they don't respond? A very gentle boot nudge. Don't worry.
Are you kicking my parents' ghosts?
Boot nudging your parents' ghosts.
That's fucked up. No, that's kicking.
Would you rather me hurt them? Potentially. I'm gonna boot nudge your parents' ghosts.
As you boot nudge, you realize that you do have a boot.
Mm-hmm. And it does nudge.
You do have 5 fingers.
Oh yeah, girl.
Your skin returned back to its normal. Reach up to your face. There's no tentacles. A bit of blonde hair hanging off the side of your face. Who do you nudge? There's 2 laying there.
Nudge mama. Or the female, I assume. They're male and female laying there. I'm assuming they're his parents.
It stirs a bit. Looks up at you. Who are you? I don't recognize you. Why have you come here?
I'm looking for your son. I'm a friend of his, Gadolin, and I need to find him for reasons.
You're her. Just with a different face.
I'm sorry, who?
You do not fool me, woman. Demon, I know what you are. If you said something, I could not hear what you said.
Oh, sorry. I whispered, does she think I'm a daughter of Sorakel? Leeches. Oh. Would I know that I don't... do I know that's what happened with his parents?
No, they've been...
Like, would I...
I mean, there's no real reason to think it other than... other than just, god damn it, you guys just need to talk to each other more often.
I just wish that I remembered.
Y'all holding secrets back is making my job hard.
Because I know that he and the daughters have had like a sordid past or whatever, but I don't know if he's ever told us the reason.
Yeah, didn't we find out around the time of like Vralkek or some shit like that? Whenever we got the mirror, that didn't Ian say that his soul, if he died, or that Gandolin's soul, if it died, would go to them, and so we were trying to make sure he didn't do shit that was too stupid, but he's Gandolin, so he constantly does stuff that's stupid.
Correct.
Right. I think it is a reasonable assumption that she thinks you are something that you are not.
I promise you, I mean him nor you any harm. We're friends. My name is Koshik. We're almost like family. He's in trouble, and I'm just trying to help him as best I can.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I said it in Koshik's accent, but all right. Oh, that's not very good.
Is it a persuasion or a deception check, DM?
Oh, hell.
Help him.
I am trying to help you.
I think Koshik sees it as actually helping Gandalin.
I don't know if this is a good roll for the level that we're at, because I only rolled a 12 on the dice, but I got a +9, so
21.
it's a dirty... Oh, I thought it was a dirty... Am I stupid?
Wait, 11 plus 9 or 12 plus 9?
12 plus 9, sorry. I'm stupid. It's 12 plus 9, yeah, okay. I am stupid. It's 21.
Nice.
Even if you are here to help him, if I were to give information to you, she would have it. I can't. I'm sorry.
Who is she? Who are you talking about?
Give me a perception check, Koshik.
A 19 on the dice. Plus
So 30 plus.
perception. Plus 11. So...
30.
Yeah. 30. Period.
You feel a rumbling in the ground. You feel movement in the fog beyond what you can see. And like two setting suns in the sky, you see two glowing red orbs looking down on you. She looks
Is that
up.
her?
Yes, we need to leave. And quickly.
I can't leave here without him. Or without trying to find him, at least. Do you have anything at all that could help me? Anything, even that she already knows that I might not.
How does he need help? What is happening? What is wrong with him?
I guess I'm gonna fucking just explain to her that his meat's been tainted, but not in those words.
You do realize that you have probably what is Sword Terraza going, oh, what's this? Right now, while you have this conversation. They're literally big
well,
old
she's the one who
eyeballs.
did it, right? Oh no, it was her. It was
No.
the other. It's Sorkatra, right? Okay, yeah.
Traz
Okay.
over there going, yeah, she succeeded before she died. Nice.
Never mind. Okay, I won't do that then. Koshik wouldn't be that dumb. Only Brittany's that dumb.
You have a
Only
20 int right now. You have a 20 int.
Only I have the intelligence of Gandalf, not Koshik. You don't want to say anything about him for her hearing. Same reason I don't want her to hear. Just trust me. I need to find him. Can you just at least tell me the direction that he went when he left here?
The same way that you came in. She grabs your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Is he okay?
He will be if I can help it.
You better lie to his mother.
I did. That's why I said he will be if I can help. I know he ain't okay.
Give me a deception check.
Yeah, I got you.
He's great. Never been better.
That is a 9 on the dice plus Decepy plus 9 for a total of 18.
Good thing you're proficient.
Yeah.
So here's how I'm gonna do this. I rolled a natural 16, but I don't have. Whoa, that locked up my computer almost.
I technically am not lying. I'm gonna do everything I can to help him. But if I know there's nothing I can really do to help him, I'm lying. So go ahead.
I'm gonna roll a d4 to see what bonus she has to this. So on.
I'm saying he will be if I can
wisdom.
find his ass.
No, this is just her total bonus to insight.
I say he's doing pretty good. He's the king of Carnet.
That might stress them out.
A bit of realization.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
She grabs, like she reaches out more, hits the ground, towards where her husband lies, just beyond her reach. I don't think anything that he was looking. More movement in the smoke. The eyes start glowing brighter. Go ahead.
With Koshik's big old brain.
Sure.
And you can tell me if there's anything that I can do that will do anything with this. Koshik thinks that there's nothing that defines Gandalf more than his love for his parents. Is there anything I can do involving his parents? Like, I know I can't get them out of there, obviously, but like, what?
You can't get his parents out of there. But I think, give me a religion or arcana check for me.
Okay, I'm probably gonna go. Well, let's see which one's better. They're both the same.
Okay.
There's a 14 plus 11 for whichever one. Should I choose which one regardless?
Yeah.
It's 28.5. I'm gonna go with I guess religion. I'll go with religion.
Okay. Reaching back to some of your teachings about the blood of Vol, about certain like spiritual energies tapping into them. There are, as far as attempting to accomplish certain things, different feelings and different emotions can harness themselves in energies that can help you and assist you in certain like religious rituals.
Mm-hmm.
I think Koshik realizes that she can't remove these two from here with that check.
Mm-hmm.
She would have to find where they're being held at, like in physical space.
Right.
But you can take something from them.
When we were going through Zoriat, I recall there was a locket, correct? Does his mother have a locket?
I mean, yeah, this is the spiritual realm. She would. And it would remind you a lot of what Gandalf would wear around like his belt loops or something like that back in the day.
Can I take this for him? Like reaching down, like I guess, and like kind of like gently cusping it. Can I take this for him? I think it'll help for him to think of you and his father.
Yes. Takes it, hands it to you, turns almost instantly into, while it is still something physical, it's like in a dream where you can't really touch something. It feels like you can't like totally grab onto its entirety. But yeah, you have it in your hands.
Okay, I will take it and I'll do everything I can. And then I will hightail it back the direction I came. I'm gonna start running. If I have a spiritual bag of holding on my body, if I can, or my real bag of holding, I try to put the locket in there if it feels corporeal.
Where are you doing this at?
In the mirror?
I just sat down in the middle of the room where everybody was. Yeah. I sat down cross-legged on the floor.
Gotcha.
Do mind flayers drool?
my
Illithid
tentacles
don't.
are
They're really
bleeding.
dry.
They have been.
Oh,
saying
this one is. That's true. Yeah, she's all undead, so she doesn't have spit.
Stop.
Dry
Doesn't help.
beak.
Don't you stop talking about me like that? I got plenty of spit.
Take steps to
none of
make
your
yourself
business.
not a fucking monster anymore,
Take
maybe.
steps to make yourself not tainted meat anymore.
Gosh,
Why? I'm winning. I'm doing
Gosh,
good.
you grab this
You're
this
bad.
token of Ganowin's mother's love for him, grabbing it, and you begin running out of here. I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from you, please.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, decent. Okay, that's 12. Wisdom saving plus 11, 23.
Give me 1 second.
It's a really good thing. I got that little red dot beside a lot of these.
What was your total?
23.
23. Okay.
Yeah, I fell on the dice plus 11.
Okay. That's a failure. With that failure, you feel some intrusive force into your mind and into your thoughts immediately.
Is that a charm or control undead?
That's
Can I do it again?
Neither. That is a detect thoughts.
Oh.
All I'm thinking is run in the direction that I'm running.
That's your surface thoughts, but
Yeah,
something is
that's
in
all
your
the thoughts I
mind and
got.
rooting around currently.
Push it out
Rude.
with my powers if I have them still. I know I don't look like a squishy, but am I still a squishy? Am I still at my core a squishy little person right now? A squishy little octopus?
What?
You are in a spiritual realm. You are your physical body left behind.
Okay, but do I still have the powers that I get when I'm a squishy little octopus?
What are you attempting to do?
I don't know. Stop that right now.
Well, that was the wisdom saving throw, which you failed.
Wait, but hold on. Is there a spell called Stop That Right Now? Called Wait No Don't?
Yeah, it's called Counterspell.
I would like to cast Wait No Don't. Oh yeah, you're right. You are right. And
A lot
I
going on
believe-
here.
The spell you're looking for is called Intellect Fortress, and I think it's a little late for that.
Yeah. What if I?
Uh,
Is
I mean,
that
if she's
fortress
casting Detect Thoughts, or if
intellectual?
it's a different thing, but
I need
yeah.
you to roll another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
She's over here saying like, "Do I got a spell
It's
that
a
will
little
stop
better.
me from divulging all the information that my
Wait.
current party has?"
Well, I guess I'm gonna.
Raza over there going through the
Erase
library.
memories. I
Like,
don't remember anything. It's a little bit better. It's 2 more. 14 on the dice plus 11 for 25.
25 still fails.
You also have
Fuck.
Dispel Magic and Counterspell. Just
Well, I mean, I didn't think
or-
he was gonna let me use counterspell. Can I use
or-
counterspell?
or you can just leave.
Well, I mean, I've been running
She's
the
running.
whole time.
She's running.
I don't know if you
I'm trying
recall
to
that
leave.
even in her non-squid form, Kaushik was not particularly like athletic, so it's gonna take a minute. She walked the mile. And
Am I noticing any distress at all, or like any graying going on, or anything like that from the user being familiar with this whole process?
Yeah, give me an insight check. God, the fucking faces lock up my computer so bad.
Will you allow me to cast counterspell for this? Because I believe I have it with my Ruby Weave Jimmy Jam.
Weaves, Jim.
Or is that something that you're not gonna let me do because I'm in the spirit realm?
No, you can cast spells. We'll get back to you in just a second.
Fireball. Fuck
Can't
your
detect my
eyeball.
thoughts if I kill myself. Fireball.
That's not what I was thinking, but sure.
I mean, that's one way to.
Disintegrate.
Well,
That's
actually-
an 18 on insight.
18 on insight. You're looking over Kaushik. You were if I remember correctly, you were watching over Gandalin when he was in the mirror as well.
Yes.
I think an 18 on insight. Actually, add your arcana to it, not your insight. What does that give you?
Well, let's find out then, real quick. That'll be 28.
Okay. With the 28, Crowley, you're looking at what's going on here. And I think for a brief moment, it's not even directly in the reflection of the mirror. Like if you look in the mirror, you still just see Kaushik's, illithid form looking into the mirror itself. But reflected into her, like from her pupils, you see that her normally like white, just pure white eyes sort of faintly glow. You see the reflection of like a second set of eyes within her own.
Crowley's gonna try and break that connection immediately.
What are you gonna do?
Well, gonna cover the mirror, cast a spell, and rip the mirror out of her hands.
Okay. All right. You cast a spell. The presence is gone out of your mind, Kaushik. Think getting ready to turn for a counter spell or a dispel to stop this rooting around in your mind. Probably rips. Next thing you realize, the mirror is ripped from your hands and you're back in the material realm.
Okay. Kaushik's going to first feel herself. I'm squishy again. Okay.
Crunchy,
and then
crunchy.
crunch.
reach down in the bag of holding and pull out the locket? Question mark? Corporeal locket in my hand?
I think Kaushik would get the understanding that this is something you will have like spiritually when you take that route. This isn't something that will be represented necessarily in the physical world.
Spirit locket, gotcha.
Yeah, spirit locket.
Gotcha.
So she doesn't have a physical memento?
Not on her, no.
Shit.
She'll have the spiritual memento.
I tried. I thought. I couldn't find him. I think I got something from his mother.
That is something, at least.
Yeah.
What did you run into while you were there?
I just described to him the giant glowing red eyes over the forest and his parents, I guess, chained up and passed out on the ground until I boot nudged them. Maybe I'll leave the boot nudging out.
Stop kicking my parents' souls, man. It's fucked up.
Damn fragile fucking crystal breaks every time I fucking add another memory. God fucking.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Well, sounds like Milo's having some trouble. That was uncomfortable.
You should let everyone know then in the mind link that you ran into what you ran into. That's important.
Could I presume that it was the third sister?
I guess.
Jones.
I'm trying to think of what connections are there for you to make that connection. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I mean,
At least
if I made
something
the
in her
connection,
service.
yeah.
Because Gandalf once told me about the witches and the little rhyme and everything with that, so maybe Crowley could put that connection together.
What I'm thinking is, if I made the connection that she thought that I was one of the witches at first,
I think the two
maybe,
of you together, since it was really relayed to Crowley, but all of you sitting here together could piece it together that maybe that is Taraza on the other side.
I will remind that at the very least, people know Taraza has their souls because I did bring it up when speaking to Katra.
That's right. Thank you.
I did say that out loud of like, I want my parents' souls. And she
did
was like,
say
well,
my
I can't
sister has them.
guarantee it, but I could put in a good word with my sister or whatever. And then we killed the fuck out of her.
Yeah. So there you go.
Nice.
we don't need her good word. We got our own good words.
Do we still feel like if Gandalf were to perish, he'd end up in that place with his parents?
Like, are you asking Kaushik
I'm
that?
asking the people in the room.
Oh, okay.
Gandwin has died.
You had that locket at the time, right?
I've never had any locket. I had
Yeah.
my parents' rings, but I
Rings,
had
that's right.
the rings had been lost before I died.
I could have sworn there was a locket involved. Is
There was
there
a-
locket?
I believe that was a locket that I just had
Oh.
when we were in Zoriat. It was just something that I'd had in my possession.
Okay.
Okay. Well then. Alright, so you're saying that Terraza was looking in on the situation.
That seems to be what things point to.
He did say that she has their souls, right? Seems she's watching over them.
Hmm. Okay.
Do also mention to Crowley that she got into my brain by my mouth. I do also mention to Crowley that I felt her rooting around.
Rooting and tooting around.
Ah,
Rooting
she's
and
in my
tooting noggin.
brain. That's what you're
Orange.
supposed
But-
to do now.
She cast it twice, yeah?
She had it on you for 2 rounds, yeah.
Okay. But I don't know kind of information she got, but you pulled me out before she got, I assume, too terribly deep in there. So thanks for that.
No problem, but we should never assume. What do you think, Kim?
You broke up, what'd you say?
I said, what did you think, Artyom? She may know what Kolchak knows.
Well, if she does, honestly, if Terraza can see whenever we're there where Gandalf's parents' souls are kept in secret or in prison or whatever it's like, I think I'd very much like to go there and get their attention.
How
What
much
does-
of that is mental link chat, and how much of that is verbal chat?
It's all mental link chat.
The mental sound of tools clanking on a table.
We gonna go kill the last one?
The Kaushik, do you describe her eyes coming over the horizon in such a way?
I mean, yeah, I think the first thing I said was when I was telling Crowley about it, is I described the big old red eyes over the forest. So
What did the sky look like?
is that something I would have paid? I don't know if I would have paid particular attention to what the sky looked like if I looked over and saw a giant pair of red eyes
Yeah, I mean,
staring at me.
I don't think it'd be too difficult. It's
Sky
all seems to
colored?
have. Well, no, actually, no.
Oh.
It's like all gray.
It's sky colored sometimes. It's sky colored right now.
Yeah. So yeah, think of it like that. But it's not like clouds were in the way as the eyes peered in.
Was it like a completely like monotone gray, just like straight up weird, like you clicked fill in MS Paint and it's just all one color type of gray?
Well, with the God damn it, that description got me. Sorry.
Nice.
It is like very monochromatic, like grays, like the color is washed out of everything. Yeah.
It
No
was
clouds,
very,
no
like,
stars?
No, just unnatural, just gray and giant red eyes.
Like they're inside the crystal ball?
And Kaushik just kind of tilts her head like I just did and squints her eyes. Maybe.
I'm gonna grab that fucking mirror.
I've never been inside a crystal ball.
All right, I'm going to go in there and see what we can see.
We're making good decisions tonight.
That's right. All the good decisions.
I'm gonna walk Artyom through the process of like thinking about appearance, etc. Description. Good luck.
Okay.
All right.
This isn't a good idea.
It's not a good idea, but it's a great idea.
Can I don't know if this will work on his soul in the soul realm, but can I just I'm just, and then hit him with a death ward.
You're just gonna hit him with a death ward real quick. Yeah.
I can't convince him otherwise. I'm just gonna death ward him. Oh no, that's a touch spell.
You can touch me. Oh, nope.
Oh
Don't.
no.
He already gave his consent.
Oh no.
What is that? What is it? Oh no.
Do you
3d4.
3d6?
3d6 damage.
3d6. Keep your tentacles to yourself. Goodness.
You won't die, but you'll take a little bit of damage. Oh, it's just a little bit. 5 total.
5 cold damage as you go to cast the spell, and that bit of skin where your fingers touch sort of necrotizes.
God damn it, Kosh. Why do you keep doing that?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know what's happening. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I guess it's not your fault.
The death ward still goes off though, right? He's
Yes,
still
the
death
death
ward.
ward still goes off.
He's still death warded, if that counts for anything.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to throw on me before I go into this place and maybe make some friends?
Probably just gonna toss.
What are y'all doing? What
I'm
is
going
going
to-
on?
I'm gonna go have a chat with Terraza.
What?
Nice.
Stop yelling into the mental link. You're giving me a headache.
I'm sorry. Artyom just said he was going to see
I
Terraza.
heard what he said.
That's great.
Fine. Fine.
I mean,
A
can only one
hesitation where you
person-
can imagine.
Can only one person use the mirror? I mean, can we just pass it around and one person, like dump us in some bathwater to wake us up or something like that?
I've
Like
broken
90
connection
seconds later.
by pulling the mirror away before, so I cannot say.
90 seconds later, Milo comes stomping in, probably like covered in ink and holding like a fistful of papers and shit.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try something. I just need a peek.
That's not very clear. What do you...
I'm going
Try
into a mirror to where I can find Gandalf's dead parents that are being held by Sora Terraza, in which I believe that she can view where their dead parents' souls are being kept through a magical orb. This orb itself might be a physical item. If it's a physical item, I might be able to scry on it, rather than being able to scry on her and find their location and we'll chop her fucking head off.
Oh. Well,
Milo looks at his spell list to see if there's anything he could possibly do to help.
Erish will say, smarter or wiser. He's going to cast enhance ability on you to give you advantage on checks.
Say. I already have advantage on wisdom saving throws, so that's not.
This
Yeah,
is just checks.
checks. Sure, we'll do checks. I don't think she's gonna have too many illusions in there, right?
Wisdom checks.
Yeah, wisdom
Okay.
checks. So that'd be perception and insight.
Yep.
So
Pretty good.
yeah. Okay.
See more better.
Yeah, we'll bloop.
I'll let,
on to-
I think Cody's looking at his spell
oh,
list.
sorry.
I don't have anything prepared that would help.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
give me one second. I'm seeing if Erish might have anything else. Nope. All right, you're good. Very well.
I'm good. Let's go.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Let's do it.
Oh, hold
That
on.
is.
One.
Oh.
I'm sorry. One sec.
Your eyes just get covered by Milo's hands. Wait.
Does Milo think casting non-detection on him would interfere with the use of the mirror?
Kind of already non-detectable at the moment.
But that's attached to your physical body.
I think Milo would think that he'd have to go with him to cast it on the other side.
can I even do that?
I
He
don't know.
asks of God.
I don't know either. We'll fucking see.
Which god?
I think that's and I think that is a clever idea there, Cody. So we can certainly try. The risk here is, at least at the very beginning, is just you're not able to go in.
Can that take 2 people?
It's never been attempted before, but why not try now?
Wanna?
It's never been tried.
Okay.
It's been failed either.
What's it like on the other side, Kaushik? You can chew, it's fine.
Would Milo have been listening to when I explained everything to Crowley?
Wait,
In
whose
the mental
brain is
link?
that?
No, Milo was only alerted to shit going weird when it started talking about squaring up with Sortwaza. Then he tuned back in, like, wait, what are y'all doing?
Gotcha. I'm just gonna explain everything to him about the gray sky, the big red eyes, the Gandalf's parents ankle locked to the ground, or whatever, like chained to the ground. General feeling of unease and eeriness in the woods.
With access to the item and her description, could Milo roll to see if he could find out some of how this weird shadow realm works?
What do you mean how it works? What's your question here? Sorry, I'm reading stuff.
Like, is it like simply a portal to a plane? Is it like a shadow of a plane? Is it like a dream? Like, what? We haven't really learned too much about this mirror or what it is or does. We've just been kind of using it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So taking a peek under the hood, as it were, magically speaking.
The mirror itself is. Give me a quick Arcana check.
I like those. Boom, 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 boom. The reroll cause it ended up on the edge.
Likely story.
That'll be a Darty Tharty.
With a dirty 30, looking at or sort of what you know about the mirror and taking a look at it, the mirror is a bit of just essentially something that allows your soul to tether to a different realm, and it is based on your power which way your soul goes. That's sort of the initial thinking of something gets the process started, separating out into the mirror, and then you have access to a couple of different worlds, essentially. A lot of them needing a fairly strong connection. The wisdom saving throw that you make when you go into the mirror world itself. It can be different, but it offers, past that point, it gets weird and inconsistent, meaning that, like, going into these different places, you could go into a number of different, like, realms, essentially.
So he doesn't know what the mirror world is.
The inside of the mirror is mostly, it's kind of like that in between place. Maybe not exactly like the void, like Milo knows it, but something akin to it. Something in between.
So a crossroads realm.
Right.
This could be a little more dangerous than we even realized.
Oh, it's going to be very dangerous.
I'll go with you if you don't mind.
It's might make it. I'm not going to stop you if you want to, but I don't plan on staying there too long.
Just to add some additional protections, if it even works. I have no idea.
Okay. I'll look over to Erish and be like, yeah, maybe you better give him the buff or something. I don't know. He looks like he might need it.
Back to cats eating plastic.
Kaushik Crowley, do you have enhanceability instead?
Oh, no, I can handle that myself.
Very well.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad you cast it on melee, and you know what? You're always right. You did it the first time the correct way anyway.
Just blinks at you.
Okay. Archie's like, okay, escaping the material plane. We're going into this mirror.
All right, wisdom saving checks from both of you, please.
Hell yeah.
29.
You know.
Checking my bonus. +9, so. 26.
Good. Into the mirror, both thinking of Ganwin's parents initially, needing a higher roll considering that you don't know them. However, both of you getting that roll and finding your way once more into this foggy realm that Kaushik described. Walking on a road, and it's a lot like going to sleep and you start to dream. You've been walking on this road, but you don't really remember when you started walking on it. Both going into the mirror, looking around, you find yourself on a dirt road in the distance through the fog, as far as you can see, which isn't very far in this realm, but you start to see that same caravan come into view.
Oh, well, I guess that means it worked. 1 second.
And he is going to, try and cast non-detection on himself and also Artie.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Does it work, or does it seem like there are like disruptions, or I don't think anyone's cast a spell in this realm yet.
No, Kaushik was gonna cast Counterspell, and to be honest with you, I haven't thought about how casting spells in this realm would work. But let me think real quick.
What does daylight do when you cast it?
Wild magic.
I don't think it's wild magic. I think it's attempting to establish a connection with magics that, you don't have with you all the time. Just give me a straight intelligence roll. Straight in. I'm gonna ask for 2 of them.
2 rolls or 1 from each of us?
2 rolls from you since you're casting non-detection.
Gotcha. Just an intelligence check.
Yep.
The first one is 19. And the second one is a dirty 20. So 19 and 20.
Okay, yeah, I'll say you can cast with a 19 and 20. You get non-detection to go off in here. You have to... It's odd. It's not like it immediately goes off. It's like you have to channel the magics for a bit in order for it to go off.
Artyom, be careful. The magical energies here seem insubstantial. Shifting, hard to cling to.
Mm-hmm.
Are you casting daylight?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a straight wisdom check.
A 27 again. Oh, just wisdom.
Just wisdom.
21.
21. Okay. Able to cast daylight and remind me what daylight does?
Daylight. Let me pull it up. Where is it at?
The day.
It lights the day. Yeah, it creates a big thing of light. 60-foot radius sphere of light that spreads out from a point you choose within range. The sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet if you choose pointer object or holding, blah, 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 blah. Shines from the object. Yeah, it's just like a big old beacon of light.
Cast that light above your head, radiates out, starts to push back some of the smokes and some of the mist that surrounds you, but it's just kind of glowing a cold white above, like where you cast it.
Is there, do I see any lid in sight? Is there any type of sky box that we're going up against or anything like that?
None of that.
Not at the moment.
What container we in?
You just see a sky box, like what is it, like a sports game? Like if someone's like
No, like a container, like the edge of a zone, like in a video game type kind of thing.
Right, yeah. No,
you see
not
the
at
lid
the
of
moment.
a paint can.
Walking along this road, you do see ahead of you caravan, bodies laying on the ground.
Oh, it must be where Gandalf and his parents met their fate up ahead. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna see if wild shape works.
You're gonna try to wild shape?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing. Let's look at a raw wisdom check.
Raw wisdom.
Yeah.
What if they fail?
Oh, 24. Or no,
24?
actually 25. It's 19 plus 6. Let's go.
What are you turning into?
What? We're going
Just turning
straight up,
into-
baby.
Okay. Artyom says he's gonna be right back, and Artyom just flies up into the sky.
We make good decisions around here.
Artyom, as soon as you break upwards, those two suns just sort of rise in the sky. Red eyes looking down into this realm. Give me a quick perception check. You make a mad advantage with enhanced ability on you.
Oh yeah, I sure do. That's a lot better because that's would have been a 21, but instead now it is a 31. Oh no, I'm sorry, 29.
31.
Math bad.
Whereas the eyes have just floated here before, you begin to see the creased leathery skin of the bridge of a nose, of a face larger than what you are right now, looking down into this realm. You see the horizons quickly descend on either side of you. The crystal sphere that you're contained within at the moment.
I'm gonna see if I can see anything else around her. A spoon, a clock on the wall, a splinter off of a chair. Take everything I possibly can in.
Okay. All right. Getting closer to the glass to be able to see out of it is going to require, let's see, because she doesn't want you to see anything. As a matter of fact,
I want to cast Detect Thoughts on her.
you're gonna cast Detect Thoughts on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Debated.
And just for context, once we arrived, Milo would have also done enhanced ability on himself using the gauntlet, also for wisdom. So using the activation of the power of family titled Aunt Koshik's Wisdom.
Okay. Giving yourself some fortitude. Artyom, she handedly succeeds on the save on a Detect Thoughts. Non-detection stops Detect Thoughts, doesn't it?
100%, yes. You cannot be perceived by any form of scrying. You cannot have your thoughts detected. Fuck it, I'll just read it out. For the duration, you hide a target that you touch from divination magic. The target can be a willing creature or a place or an object no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. The target cannot be targeted by any divination magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors.
And then you willingly put yourself in her crystal ball, which is an interesting decision, but very clever on the non-detection regardless. But she won't be able to reach out and see where you are physically in the world.
Hello there. Must be pretty lonely, one of three.
Voice responds back to you. We all make sacrifices.
I'm not going to waste a lot of your time. Are you in league with Zoriat, or are you just fucking stupid?
Things must be the way that they must be.
So that's a yes then.
If that is the way you choose to interpret it.
I mean, I prefer to just have an actual answer.
Most would.
So why keep these nice people in kind of eternal torture?
Well, I need them. The same.
Oh, good.
The same reason you keep anything else lying around.
Sure. Did you what exactly did you do with the silver flame?
Milo, you feel like washing off of your non-detection spells attempts, like powerful attempts at scrying, like that are just being like sloshed off the sides of it, like magic unable to stick to RTM right now. She ponders here.
Oh yeah, she went for it.
Dab on her, Milo. Dab on her.
I know Milo is very kind of like on edge right now. He was just letting Artyom know.
Yeah, she tried she tried checking in on us.
Thumbs up emoji in the group chat.
What is more interesting, I think, is you being here.
Why is that interesting?
Because of everything that needs to be the way that it is, you were never a part of that.
That almost sounds like an insult. Maybe you're not as good of a seer as you thought you were.
I think my skills are quite apt.
Do you know how I got here? Where I come from? Do you know any of my past or my future?
I do.
So enlighten me. What do you know?
I do not give out readings for free, Heart of Milk.
Oh, well, see, you can let little tidbits slip through. So you know how I got here, then.
I'm not the only one that knows.
I doubt they wouldn't have an idea either. So, the silver flame. It's gone now? Suppressed? What did you do?
More of that magic just washing over the non-detection spells.
Yeah, she's giving it a real honest try there, Tim. Still going. Yep.
Like, basically,
How long does non-detection last?
Wouldn't non-detection knock
8
them
hours.
out of the mental link?
What kind of spell is telepathic bond?
I think it's divination.
What school is it?
I was like,
is it divination?
I thought we had that. I thought that was a thing we realized when we were doing infiltration shit.
5th level divination.
So
Yep.
Yeah, actually, there would be no mental link right now.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Not
He's
between
just
you
yelling
two,
into
at
the
least.
sky.
Yeah.
She's giving it a real try.
He said.
he is using message.
There you go.
Hey.
What kind of spell? What kind of spell is message?
Message is transmutation.
What?
You were transmuting the sound waves?
IDK fam.
Brother, huh?
It's
I figure
those
like
nice
evocation at least. Like
yeah, I was about to say that nice evocation cure wounds.
fucking
Hey,
The silver flame is where it needs to be for now. If it
She's a
eases
good
your
guy.
mind at all, know that I do plan on restoring it.
so what's the end game?
To beckon in a new age.
Oh, so you new slate trolls and Medusas and kobolds and ogres take the rightful place among all the other races. One of those kind of things going on here, or just so that you can be at the top?
I will not be at the top, and I care not what any of you do with your time.
So what's in it for you then?
I think you'll come to see. I want wisdom
What-
saving throws from both of you, please.
Okay. Oh man, I'm assuming this is a spell.
Oh my god, I get to roll at advantage, right?
Wisdom saving throws?
Isn't that what? Oh, enhanced abilities only checks.
Right.
Mm.
I'm assuming this is a. Oh, it's all I have. Dual mind is all saving throws. Fuck yes. So 31,
31.
19, and a 9.
I'm waiting to see if I
If
can
I
add
fail on a
anything to it. 1 second.
31, we are fucked.
Flash of genius.
Oh yeah, Flash of Genius. I'll just add that on there real quick.
What? No answer, Mr.
So-
Wizard.
Real quick before we determine the results of these saves,
Sure.
how many rounds of my free perception checks do you think I've had to look at all the things in the area that she's in?
I'll give you one at advantage. Well, you got advantage on them anyways, but you can make a perception check sort of like on the background while you've kept her busy talking.
Okay. 25.
Okay.
Fucking-
DM, is this a spell being cast on me by any chance?
Yes.
Am I able to see the caster?
You can see her eyes.
Will that count for a reaction?
What are you trying to do?
I am uncertain about my ability to counterspell her, so I was going to where the fuck to go? Temporal shunt myself and willingly fail the saving throw.
Gonna temporal shunt yourself. Let's see.
Oh wait,
Am I-
no, that shit. Oh, I can attempt to temporal shunt her and upcast it to include myself because you do have to target the triggering creature.
Ah, gotcha. So you're gonna cast it at 5th level, or above?
Believe
6th level.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have much of a choice because I don't think I'll be able to counterspell her with any consistency.
Has Artyom run into any physical barrier in this place while moving, flapping, talking, perceiving?
Yeah, I'll say like you've gotten right up on. It's not like it's not like you hit the edge of you find yourself in a crystal ball, but it's not like instant hitting glass. There is some like layers of magic in between you and it.
Okay.
Yeah. With the feeling himself being overtaken by the spell, he will temporal shunt her and himself, casting it at 6th level.
What?
It's a 22 to counter spell, your temporal shunt.
Yeah, that counterspells the living shit out of it, but I failed willingly. Oh, the counterspell. Fuck, I thought that was the save.
She said,
Uh,
he's a ninja vanish.
She counterspells it. What's your total on your wisdom saving throw?
I believe my bonus is a 9, which will put me at.
That's really good.
It is. That'll put me at a 15.
That is not good.
RTM, you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Looking, attempting to peer from the other side of this crystal ball into the area with a 25. You see beside her. I'm trying to think of where this is happening. You see a collection of items, much like the item that you find yourself in right now. Like a collection of crystal balls that swirl with this same sort of gray white material around her, sort of arranged. And you are able to get your eyes on several of them.
Okay.
Succeeding that wisdom saving throw. You failing it, Milo.
What, really?
Yeah.
I was pretty sure 15 was a success.
Uh-oh.
The voice coming down, addressing you for the first time, Milo. As RTM desperately eyes searching around the room around her. Have you told him yet what you did?
Is that like a verbal question, or is it like in my head? How am I experiencing this?
Oh no, that's a verbal.
And meanwhile, Gandalf's parents are like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm pretty sure they're like frozen in time.
What, does Milo know what spell or effect he has come under?
At this very, you would, let's see, give me a quick Arcana check. DC's at 16. I think it's practically impossible for you to fail.
19.
19. Okay, closer than I thought.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, she hasn't enacted on it yet, but as you feel your inhibitions lowered, you are under the effects of a mass suggestion spell.
Cool.
Artyom, we should go. She's affected me with magic. I don't know what she's gonna do with it.
Just as a Hail Mary, or I don't know where this is all happening in initiative.
Oh, there's no initiative. Go ahead.
Okay. I will, I know that there's like a probably some sort of area that this is being viewed from, and it's not a direct physical link. But just for gets and shiggles, I'll throw out a thunder cone against the edge of this thing, just to see if I can make this thing shatter. Do I need to bother rolling damage?
That's what I'm trying to think.
This would be a bad place to just pop out. How would that work?
Mm-hmm. We just pop out full size, like, oh fuck, guys! All right, Milo, start smashing shit. Just start breaking all these.
It's like your soul, though, because your physical body is back with the mirror.
Yeah, I don't think you have a lot of context as to what would happen, but if you're just gonna try it, you can absolutely try it.
We make all the best decisions here,
Yo.
all day, every day. Let's go. Okay.
Can Milo see the stuff that Artyom is seeing?
RTM, the only reason RTM can is because he has flown up into the sky on his wild shape at the moment and is like pressed against the glass with a 25 on perception. Yeah.
Big old dino eye just like smushed.
48 thunder damage.
Okay. From the threshold within, I don't think that's going to be enough to crack it.
Okay.
You know what, actually?
That I guess
Fun
it depends
things.
on, technically speaking, just thunder damage doesn't do additional damage to crystal structures. but it is spells, like that do thunder damage. Say they deal double damage to crystal structures. So it's up to you whether or not you would
48 or
consider
96.
it would bump it up to 96.
I'll put it against her a check.
I really don't know if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing if it cracks at all. Like, I could just be, might release Gandolin's parent souls. Could just erase them into nothingness and then be a little tiny spirit speck in front of the most powerful seer in existence. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll say this. I think this damage is going against. I'm going to treat it kind of like a constitution, not a concentration check, right? Against her wisdom saving throw. So that 48 was your total.
Yep.
So it's 24, right? She usually gets advantage on these. However, this isn't directed against her, so I'm just going to make it a normal check.
Okay.
And we'll see. I almost told you what she gets to these, and I'm not going to.
Oh, come on.
No, come on, share. That's fine.
With a natural 19 on the dice, it suffices to say that you cast this, and you all of a sudden pillars of darkness appear on the other side as if you're grasped within her hand, and it sort of blots out the light that gets in here, and it gets dark all of a sudden. She holds you in the palm of her hand. No. Milo. Tell him.
Oh, shit.
I'm guessing that is the subject of the suggestion.
Uh-oh. Milo's like, no, I put anchovies on my pizza.
What?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Anchovies and pineapples at the same time.
Is this the subject of the suggestion spell, Alex, or something else?
Yes.
And I don't get any other rolls to resist it, do I?
I think you already failed, right?
Hey, bro, what she know? Yeah, what's up, Milo?
Yeah, what's up? What you got?
What's up?
Spill the tea, my man. What type of war crimes did you commit? Who did you betray?
All of them. Which war crimes didn't he commit?
Milo said, I'm the one who created, the crystalline technology in a different timeline or dimension or some shit like that.
Milo is the entity.
Milo is Quanti's son.
You would see Milo struggling with every cell in his incorporeal body to fight the effects of the magic. And as it collapses his mental defenses, he will look away, eyes clenched shut, and clearly struggling against every word.
I brought you to this timeline. You bitch!
And that's where we're going to end a night session.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for playing with me. Have a good time as always. We are Hard Knock Dice. We stream on Saturdays with Across Eberron.
True.
And yeah, so we're gonna raid some friends before we get out of here. But before we do, as always, we're raising money with an Extra Life. If you click on that link, we're raising money specifically for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. So open your heart wallets, do the lawful kind thing, be a hero IRL, and go donate some money to folks that deserve it. We are gonna raid some friends here in the TTRPG community. I forgot they changed what it looks like. Why do you do that? Why you do this to me? Okay, cool. We're gonna raid our friends over at Legends of Evantris. So I'm gonna click on that. If you haven't yet, drop a follow if you enjoyed what you saw today. And or subscribe if you're feeling it in your heart of hearts. Make sure you go check us out on YouTube. where we upload all of these episodes and you can go catch up. We have a bunch of stuff on there, one shots, this, past campaigns like Whispers in the Dust and Blood and Silver, and a lot of other good stuff. So go check those out. And I think that's it. Until next time, guys. Much love. Bye.
And Ghost of Saltmarsh.
And Ghost of Saltmarsh.
Completed that one too.
We did finish that one. It did.